That was the problem, yes?
That was the problem. And, we put ourselves in a good position. We did some really good things, those live ball turnovers. And then, and you got to understand, the magnitude of that kind of environment when people dunk the basketball. It's more than 2 points. And so, when Cohen Carr, jumps off a trampoline and gets those dunks, and, we miss a box out or we turn the ball over and he gets on the break and they throw a lob, now that momentum is really, really difficult and is really, really tough. And they've been so good at starting the second half of games. It's kind of been a trademark of his teams. They put themselves in some holes, they put themselves in some ruts, and then they just look like the best team in college basketball the first 6 minutes of the second half. And that ends up being the difference. And sure, you play 40 minutes, but taking care of the basketball is huge, and the type of turnovers you have. The travels aren't as bad as the pick sixes. And so, the 3-second call, over dribbling into a hornet's nest, and they run out and they dunk because now they can pick you up. Now they can do the defense. They've scored the basketball. You're playing against a set defense. The crowd is into it. There's just so many good things that happen for a team when they get live ball turnovers. And then, obviously, there's the negative for the team that does.
Well, the irony here is, speaking of turnovers and turning them into points, that's exactly what Purdue did against Indiana in that first meeting here at Mackey Arena. 20 turnovers for Indiana led to 26 Purdue points in that victory, and certainly you needed every one of them in winning that game 81-76. Didn't shoot the ball well, obviously, from 3 in that game, 2 of 13. But again, just looking back on the game, felt like your defense really was the key, and your free throw shooting, I suppose, too.
Yeah, no question. The free throw shooting really helped us. But, the thing for us that jumps out to us is when we didn't turn them over, we really struggled to guard them. And so, that's really been our focus. If we can go get turnovers and do that, that's great. But we got out and pressured them. We extended the defense. It helped us, but it also hurt us. So, when you look at those factors, it was good at times and it was bad at times. We got to do a better job of defending them when we can't turn them over. Obviously, you're going to try to have that pressure and that hand activity and make it difficult for them, but that's really been the focus of our team.
Think about how talented this Indiana team is. And look, I get it. They're 6-9 in the Big Ten. They've only won one game since the loss here at Purdue. But the one game was at Michigan State, one of the most difficult environments to win in.
Yeah, they've had some games where they've played really, really good teams, and it just comes down to 1 or 2 possessions at the game. They probably had 4 games that way. The Maryland game at home sticks out, the Michigan game at home sticks out, the game at our place sticks out, where those games could go either way, and they haven't. So it's what we talked about when Ohio State came in here and they were 2-5, telling our team they haven't. And we got to get back on there, and I talked to our team about it. We got to have about a 3 to 5 possession improvement, whether that's from rebounding, taking care of the basketball collectively across the board. That's what we have. We need about 5 more possessions because we've done some pretty good things offensively, especially when we didn't turn it over.
And in closing, you have taken me down this path, so let's end with this. This ball club is on a 3-game losing streak. It is very rare, as we know, around here to lose 3 in a row. What is the message to the team as you head into this, what's going to be a very hostile environment here today?
Well, you got to be able to play with some passion and not be emotional. Be passionate about what you're doing. Embrace the physicality of the game. When I say we got to get more of those possessions, part of that's rebounding. Part of that's being physical. And then you go and hit bodies to put yourself in a deeper position to post. You go and hit bodies when shots go up to give more space for you to be able to go and get the rebound and put yourself in a position. You're not hitting to hit. You're hitting to get into good position. So I think that's going to be really important for us. Embrace the physicality of the game. Win the boards. We got to win the boards, and then we got to have fewer turnovers than them, but also have fun from an offensive standpoint. We're not shot ready all the time, and that's crazy because people that aren't shot ready are normally not good shooters. We got some guys on our team that are good shooters that aren't always ready to shoot the basketball. When we do get opportunities, man, we got to let it rip. And if you miss 2 or 3 shots, it does not matter. You get that 4th shot right there, and it's in rhythm, and that's yours. Take it. So just kind of like a Jekyll and Hyde type of thing, being in a frenzy, doing your job, playing defense, scrapping for the ball, but being loose and having fun on the offensive end, taking care of the basketball and taking our shots.
Coach Painter, thank you. Good luck here today.
All right, thank you.
Coach Painter's pregame comments presented by Purdue Federal Credit Union. Purdue Federal Credit Union, proud to be the official credit union for Purdue fans. Discover the credit union difference at PurdueFed.com. Bobby Riddell returning to the broadcast. When we come back, he'll have the keys to the game This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
It's Truck Month with the Ford crew.
Sam, do you know what these trucks have in common?
They're all Ford trucks.
And
they're built Ford tough?
Also true, but specifically they're Ford F-Series trucks, the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years.
48 years? We should celebrate a month-long event.
Sam.
A truckload of value.
Sam.
Across the entire lineup of Ford trucks.
Sam.
That's called Truck Month already, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I knew it.
Based on 1977 to 2024 CY Industry reported total sales.
Hey, Boilermaker fans! Basketball season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Purdue basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Purdue Boilermakers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
At Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products, just 20 miles down the road from Mackey Arena, we're not just really good bacon makers.
We're Purdue alumni. We're student interns.
We're student parents.
We're fans.
We're season ticket holders.
We're John Purdue Club members.
We're Boilermakers.
I'm Russ Sherwood, president at Indiana Kitchen, and on behalf of everyone here, we're proud to say our bacon is more than just locally made. Our Indiana Kitchen bacon is boiler made.
Visit IndianaKitchen.com, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
This Valentine's Day, fall in love with the internet of your dreams from MetroNet. Get 1 gig, 100% fiber internet for only $49.95 a month and experience blazing fast speeds that'll make your heart race. And here's the cherry on top. Sign up by March 3rd and you'll receive a $100 Amazon gift card. Don't wait. Visit Metronet.com to learn more. Get MetroNet and love your internet. Terms and conditions apply.
On the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield, Boilermaker Basketball is brought to you by Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products. Get to know us at IndianaKitchen.com. Also brought to you by Coors Light. Choose chill. Proud sponsor of the Purdue Boilermakers. The tip is moments away. This is Boilermaker Basketball.
Purdue and Indiana. The rivalry continues here today at the Simon Scott Assembly Hall. Keys for a Boilermaker victory? I don't know. Let's ask my partner, Bobby Riddell. Roberts?
Thank you, Rob. Key number 1, 70 points. Can Purdue hold this Indiana team under 70 points? That's going to be a big key because when Purdue has done that to the opponent this year, Purdue is 11-0 on the season. In the games, Purdue has not held the opponent to under 70. Well, we're a 500 ball club, Rob, so it becomes a coin toss at that point, and of course on the road that puts extra pressure on your offense to be great if you are unable to hold the opponent under 70, and that's going to be a huge key today. IU averaging 75 points per game around there on the season, so if you're Purdue, can you hold them 6 points or more under their average? I think that's totally doable, but of course on the road a more difficult task than at home. Purdue has not held an opponent under 70 since Michigan at home in Mackey Arena, dating all the way back to January 24th. So it's been a while since Purdue's put up one of their better defensive performances of the year. No better time than today for Purdue's defense to travel. Second key, Fletcher Loyer in the three-point field goal attempts. In 13 games this year when Fletcher Loyer has attempted 5 threes or more in a game, Purdue is 12-1. The only loss coming at Michigan when Fletcher took 6 three-point attempts. Fletcher shooting 45% from 3 on the season. When Fletcher gets those opportunities to shoot threes in rhythm, whether they're wide open or even slightly contested, I would love to see Fletch let that thing fly. He's an elite three-point shooter, and when he takes a lot of threes, it's oftentimes good for Purdue. He makes a good percentage of them, and there's times where he doesn't take those rhythm threes, and it leads to Purdue having a poor possession. Third and final key, the free throw margin. Purdue outscored IU by 12 at the free throw line in the first matchup. In this 3-game losing streak for Purdue, they have not outscored their opponent from the free throw line in any of those games. Going to be huge to try to win the free throw margin here today.
Purdue is 7-3 in its last 10 trips inside of this building, the Simon Scott Assembly Hall. Let's see if Purdue can find some success today here on a chilly February afternoon. That's it for the pregame show. It's Purdue and Indiana when we come back. The starting lineups are presented by Hayes & Sons. They're next, and the opening tip-off as well. Boilermakers and Hoosiers next. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Every game starts before the season begins. From preparation to training, countless factors help turn the tide. Boilermakers players and fans know this, and so does Case IH. We're committed to providing powerful, reliable equipment for every field challenge, from planting through harvest and beyond, to help win the game before it even starts. Check out our roster of rugged tools and equipment by visiting your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/Boilermakers.
This is Camden Heidi from Purdue Men's Basketball for my friends at the Halderman Companies, proud supporters of Purdue University. The Halderman team understands the importance of teamwork, execution, and tremendous effort required for us to succeed on the court and provide the same to their clients. Their team includes farm managers, appraisers, and real estate brokers with experience, knowledge, and professionalism to help you accomplish your farm goals. If it has anything to do with the business of farming, Halderman can help. Visit halderman.com today to learn more.
We Boilermakers show our pride in a number of ways, from a Purdue flag flying high on game day to a black and gold tie worn to the office. That loyalty is built on precious memories, time-honored traditions, and lifelong friendships. It's everlasting, and it stays with you wherever you go. So whether you're at Mackey Arena, your hometown grocery store, or across the country, the pride is always there. And now with the Purdue Federal Visa Signature Card, you have one more way to show your pride. Purdue Federal, the official credit card for Purdue fans everywhere. Federally insured by NCAA.
You know you've got a comeback in you. When you take the next step, you're going to make it count. For your career, for your family, for your life. You can earn a degree you're proud of with Purdue Global. Purdue Global is backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected and innovative public universities. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. This is your comeback. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
On the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield, Boilermaker Basketball is brought to you by your Central Indiana Honda dealers are proud to be longtime fans and supporters of Purdue Athletics. Also brought to you by University Bookstore, the official textbook provider for Purdue Athletics and home to the original Purdue Pete. The tip is moments away. Purdue Boilermaker Basketball is on the air.
Purdue and Indiana. Enough said. Let's get to today's starting lineups presented by Hayes & Sons, helping Boilermakers restore their property damaged by fire, water, mold, or storms for over 42 years. At Hayes & Sons, we do restoration right. Indiana Hoosiers are 15-11. They're 6-9 in the Big Ten, and they have a starting lineup today that will be a first for them this season. They have never gone with this group of five to start a game until today. And here's what it looks like. At guard, Miles Rice, 6'3", 185-pound redshirt sophomore. The transfer from Washington State, who was all Pac-12 first team a season ago. He's originally from Columbia, South Carolina. Joining him in the backcourt is Trey Galloway, 6'5", 205-pound fifth-year senior from Culver, Indiana, who had 15 points and 5 assists against the Boilermakers back on January 31st. The forwards are Anthony Leal, 6'5", 200-pound fifth-year senior from right here in Bloomington, a former Indiana Mr. Basketball, and Luke Goody, a 6'7", 203-pound senior from Fort Wayne's Homestead High School, transfer from Illinois, who had 13 against the Boilermakers in January. The center is Malik Renew, 6'9", 232-pound junior, originally from Miami. The last 3 games, he's been averaging 16 points, 6 rebounds a game. Mike Woodson, the head ball coach for the Hoosiers, in his 4th season here at Indiana. Just a couple of weeks ago, he announced his retirement from coaching Indiana basketball at season's end. A former Indiana star player himself, a former Broad Ripple High School standout as well. The unique thing about today, no Umar Ballo in the starting lineup, no Mackenzie Mbako in the starting lineup. For Mbako, it's the first game all year he has not been a starter. The 13th-ranked Purdue Boilermakers are 19-8, 11-5 in the Big Ten, and here's how they will go. The point guard, Braden Smith, 6', 170-pound junior from Westfield. He leads the Big Ten in assists and in steals. He has struggled against Indiana shooting the ball, however. just 1 of 14 from the three-point line in his career against the Hoosiers. His running mate in the backcourt, 6'5" junior Fletcher Lawyer from Fort Wayne Homestead High School, who has played well against Indiana in his career, averaging 13 points a game against the Hoosiers in his Purdue career. Also in the backcourt, C.J. Cox, the 6'3" freshman from Lexington, Massachusetts, who's averaging 7 points a game in Big Ten play. At a forward, Caleb First, 6'10", 235-pound senior from Fort Wayne's Blackhawk Christian High School. And the center is Trey Kaufman-Wren, 6'9", 230-pound redshirt junior from downstate Indiana, Sellersburg to be exact. He had 23 points, 4 rebounds against Indiana back at Mackey Arena in January. Matt Painter, the head coach of the Boilermakers, in his 20th season is the head coach of Purdue basketball. His 21st season overall. Coach Painter is 22-12 all-time against Indiana. Our officials today, as assigned by the Big Ten, Jeffrey Anderson, Keith Kimball, and Terry Oglesby. Purdue fans, you'll remember we had Jeffrey Anderson and Terry Oglesby last year in the national championship game in Phoenix against UConn. Indiana wearing home uniforms today. Those are the cream unis, cream jerseys, cream shorts, crimson numerals and lettering front and back. It reads Indiana in crimson capital lettering across the chest. Purdue traveling today in black uniforms, black jerseys, black shorts, old gold numerals, lettering, and trim. It reads Purdue in old gold and capital lettering across the chest with the old gold numerals front and back. The biggest surprise, I think, Bobby Riddell, is in Indiana's starting lineup today.
Very surprising. No Mackenzie Mbako, his first time not starting this season, and then Umar Ballo, the transfer from Arizona, highly coveted, not starting as well. He made his presence felt in Mackey Arena, dominating the glass. And Mackenzie Mbako flourished in Mackey from an offensive scoring standpoint, really took advantage of the matchup against Fletcher Lawyer on the perimeter.
Scored 25 points.
25 points. So to see neither guy get the start, I think it shows that during this 8 to 9 days this Indiana Hoosier team had off, there was probably a lot of practices that occurred, and I'm guessing Coach Whitson's rewarding the guys who practiced the best.
Malik Renew will jump it up against Caleb First. Jeffrey Anderson will toss the ball high in the sky. It is one to the backcourt to our right by Purdue's Braden Smith. And we are underway at the Simon Scott Assembly Hall. Purdue right to left, opening possession of this ball game. And Indiana opens up in man-to-man defense. Don't be surprised if they play some zone here today. Here's Braden Smith catching it on the left elbow, driving to the free throw line, shooting a follow-away jumper, missing it off the right side of the rim. And then it's tipped out of bounds, baseline left. Trey Kaufman-Wren tried to get the offensive rebound but couldn't grab it cleanly. Tipped out of bounds, and now a steal on the inbound by C.J. Cox. His layup is good. C.J. Cox stole the ball on the inbound because Miles Rice wasn't paying attention, and Purdue leads 2-0.
Oh, that is just huge in a rivalry game like this, being able to steal points, easy ones like that. Just a big play from the freshman Cox early.
A true pick six for the Boilermakers to start the game. Indiana now playing with the ball, attacking the basket to our right. Miles Rice shooting a baseline jumper on the right baseline, no from 12 feet. Rebounded Galloway. He kicked it out high to Goody. Goody driving in for the free throw line. Throws up a wild right-handed shot, no good, but Galloway a rebound. 2 offensive rebounds in this possession for the Indiana Hoosiers. Galloway driving right baseline, stopping, shooting a floater, and scoring. 2 offensive rebounds that time. Leads the way to extra points for the Hoosiers. We're tied at 2.
And that's what the coaching staff talked about in film. They have to be able to close possessions with the defensive rebound. Unfortunate there for Purdue. Did get a bad bounce on one of them that went right to an Indiana Hoosier.
Lawyer, perimeter left, stopping his dribble by throwing it inside to Trey Kaufman-Wren on the left block against Renew. Here comes a double team from Indiana. Kaufman-Wren steps through the double team, shoots an off-balance layup from the left side and misses, and it's rebounded in the middle of the painted area by Trey Galloway of the Hoosiers. Leo the 3 in transition, left side, air ball, out of bounds, baseline right. The IU fans were standing. They were ready for a big 3 from Leo, but he shoots an air ball. Leo is a 44% three-point shooter. He just doesn't take a lot of them.
No, just 7 of 16 on the year coming into this game, and had a really clean look. Maybe too much adrenaline early.
Purdue now with the ball in their black unis, working their way right to left. We played 2 minutes at Assembly Hall. We're tied at 2. Kaufman-Wren, here comes the double team from the left block. Out to C.J. Cox. Fakes a 3, and he was fouled as he faked the 3 on the left wing. Anthony Leal was running past him, and took a swipe at the ball and ended up slapping Cox right in the face. Accidentally, obviously, but still a foul on Leal, and Purdue will inbound baseline left. No, they'll inbound right in front of the Indiana bench.
I think that's the type of shot. C.J. Cox, he pump fakes, moves the ball, but that was a shot in rhythm I think the coaching staff wants C.J. to take. Coach Painter talked to his team before the game. He wants guys who are good shooters taking rhythm shots.
Yes, he does. Here's a guy that can do it. Braden Smith, right elbow jumper, misses. Ball lost out of bounds. Oh, and a foul on Purdue. Trey Kaufman-Wren pushing off for rebounding position. I thought the ball was just simply lost out of bounds baseline left. Instead, Trey Kaufman-Wren picks up his first foul of the game. We saw Trey in early foul trouble last couple of games for the Boilermakers. See if he can avoid picking up the second foul here early in this first half. Indiana the ball, working left to right with Galloway dribbling. Chest pass high left arc, caught by Renew, guarded by Trey Kaufman-Wren. Dribble hand off to Miles Rice to the left elbow. Now to Galloway between the circles. Right side to Leal, ball above his head with a shot clock at 5. Back to Galloway. Deep three on the shot clock. It is missed and rebounded by C.J. Cox, who comes flying in for a one-handed, right-handed rebound. Braden Smith to the right elbow, stops there, bounces it down inside to Trey Kaufman-Wren. Shot fake, goes strong through contact, missed the shot. Matt Painter can't believe a foul wasn't called. And now we have a stoppage of play and a technical on Anthony Leal away from the ball.
I think just a common foul, I think.
Let's see what Jeffrey Anderson calls here. After the layup was missed by Trey Kaufman-Wren at the bucket to our left, the ball was racing the other direction, left to right. But underneath the basket stanchion was Leal and Caleb First. And they were tangled with one another. Leal jumped up to run away from First, and I don't know if he said something, if he fouled Caleb. I'm not sure of the call. I know this. A foul has been called on Leal. Now, whether it's a technical or just a common foul, the officials have gone to the monitor to take a look. So a stoppage of play with 17:10 remaining here in the first half, tied at 2. Did you see it cleanly, Bob? I was watching the ball going the other direction.
I believe I saw the official high knees throw his arm up in the air as if calling a common foul on Leal, but then did signal to I want to take a look from a review standpoint. So it certainly could be something that gets upgraded to technical or flagrant or something of that nature, but it was a situation with Caleb First and Leal both being tangled under the basket.
And all of this happening with the ball advancing into the front court, left to right. The 2024-25 Purdue basketball season is presented by Purdue Global. Earn a degree you'll be proud of with Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults and the preferred online university degree provider of the Guild and Team USA Learning Network. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu. A lengthy review monitor review here going on at the Simon Scott Assembly Hall. Rob Blackman and Bobby Riddell with on-site audio engineer Wes Scott. Now Terry Oglesby has stepped in to take a look as well at the monitor.
There was a lot of contact between Caleb First and Anthony Leal to have no foul called on the initial engagement.
Both fighting for a rebound.
Looked like Caleb left his feet, and a lot of times that guy is the one who gets rewarded. Even though Anthony Leal had an inside position, when Caleb First left his feet, a lot of times they'll call that player for over boxing out. In this case, it would have been Anthony Leal for a foul. No foul is called, but then both guys get tangled up going to the ground. And I think both guys took offense to going to the ground, and then there was maybe a little bit of extracurriculars. We'll see if there was anything that warrants any sort of technical or flagrant.
Well, now the three officials have stepped away from the monitor and are having a convo. Well, we've had a long stoppage here, which leads me to believe this might be a complicated call either way.
I thought when I saw the replay that maybe there was an instance with Caleb reaching out and grabbing the foot.
Well, let's see here. It could be second foul on Anthony Leal, which would be big for Indiana. Help me out, Bob, if you hear that. So no foul on Anthony Leal, which would leave him at one foul, and we'll simply resume play Boy, isn't that? We had an awful long stoppage for nothing to have happened.
So is that basically just an inadvertent whistle? Is that what that's deemed?
I'm with you. I thought it should look like Jeffrey Anderson was signaling foul, holding the closed fist above his head while blowing the whistle. But we play on. Indiana the ball. We're tied at 2. Goody, deep left wing, throws it inside to Renew, catching it to the left elbow. He tries to throw it, skip past to Rice in the right corner. He'll drive in from there and score a layup. Miles Rice faked the 3, drove it in from the right wing, made a layup, and it's 4-2, Indiana leading.
And that's a case where Caleb First just closes out too aggressive. You have to stay on your feet. Miles Rice, just a 31% three-point shooter. Have to make him make you pay from the perimeter.
Top of the key, Lawyer the ball. He drives left elbow. Galloway on him. Bounces it inside here to Trey Kaufman-Renn. Spins, shoots, scores. He went right at Malik Renew and scores. First scoring of the game for Trey Kaufman-Renn. We're tied at 4 at the 16-20 mark.
Well, nice to see Trey finish that one. Had a couple opportunities earlier in the game that went begging. Nice to see Trey get right back to it and finish through contact.
Trey averaging 23 points a game over the last 6 games. Down low, Renew drives and scores with the left hand as he got into the traffic and found his way to the bucket. First scoring of the game for Renew. It's 6-4 Indiana.
He wants to score with his left hand. The staff says 90% of the time Malik Renew's trying to score with that left hand right there, able to get into the teeth.
Braden Smith to Trey Kaufman-Renn, the floater from 10 feet away, left elbow area. 4 in a row for Trey Kaufman-Renn. We're tied at 6. Miles Rice, the Renew, left wing, trying to throw it inside, and it is knocked away out of bounds. Last touch by Purdue. Baseline right, timeout on the floor. 15:39, first half. Purdue 6, Indiana 6 on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now it's our lowest price of the season on our top-selling i8 smart bed. Your best savings, plus free home delivery with an adjustable base. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
Electric Plus has the mission to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana, leading the league in new construction, modernizations, and service repair. Family-owned and operated Electric Plus serves our communities with pride. We have 24/7 emergency coverage for all businesses, with offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington. Check us out online today. Visit electricplus.com and boiler up.
At Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products, just 20 miles down the road from Mackey Arena, we're not just really good bacon makers.
We're Purdue alumni. We're student interns.
We're student parents.
We're fans.
We're season ticket holders.
We're John Purdue Club members.
We're boilermakers.
I'm Russ Sherwood, president at Indiana Kitchen, and on behalf of everyone here, we're proud to say our bacon is more than just locally made. Our Indiana Kitchen bacon is boiler made.
Visit indianakitchen.com, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid.
I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
This is Sam King, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
For complete, comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to SiriusXM Big Ten Radio, Channel 372 in the car, and on the all-new SiriusXM app. SiriusXM, home of the favorite team and your favorite conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis. So cheer along with the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/Big Ten Radio 2025. Rob Blackman with Bobby Riddell. I mentioned that Purdue might see some zone later today from Indiana. Here's the reason I say this. In Indiana's last 2 games against UCLA and Michigan State, they've played 60 total possessions of zone. Normally a man-to-man team, but at least the last 2 games leading into Purdue, they played a lot more zone.
That's a great point, Rob. That's certainly something we may see, and we saw at times, especially in that game at Michigan for Purdue, where Michigan went zone. It wasn't a ton of possessions, but like 8 or 9 possessions they went zone, and that really stymied that Purdue offense.
Indiana inbounds, baseline right, shot clock at 22. Goody from the 3 on a deep left wing. Good. He got open, guarded by one of his childhood friends, Caleb First, and Goody knocks in that triple from the left wing. It's a 9-6 Indiana lead.
You're right, Robbie. Jayed up his childhood friend, Caleb First. That was right in Caleb's eye.
C.J. Cox, a 3 on the right wing. It is short. Renew rebounds for Indiana. So both teams with an open look from 3. Indiana cashes in on theirs. Purdue does not. 15:05 to go here. First half. Renew dumped down to Leal underneath the bucket. Reverse layup good against Trey Kaufman-Rin. Anthony Leal first scoring of the game. He only averages 3 points a game. He started the last 9 games, including today. 11-6 Indiana. Fletcher Lawyer to a back-cutting Braden Smith. Fouled by Goody at the rim. Braden wanted to shoot a reverse layup with his right hand from the left side, and Goody pushes him in the back. First foul on Goody. That will send to the foul line Braden Smith. Purdue will sub in Will Berg, Camden Heide, and Jakari Harris at the next dead ball. Berg, the 7'2" redshirt sophomore from Stockholm, Sweden, who played a few minutes in the first half against Michigan State on Tuesday, the first time he played since February the 4th in a game. And Smith knocks down the first foul shot. Braden, an 84% foul shooter this season. Heide, the 6'7" redshirt sophomore from Wayzata, Minnesota. And Harris, the 6'3" freshman from Atlanta.
With Ballo entering the game for Indiana, Wilberg does give you that size and physicality that can match up with Ballo.
Both free throws made by Braden Smith. Umar Ballo, 7 feet, 265-pounder, a 6th-year player. Last year at Arizona. Before that, he'd been at Gonzaga. 11-8, Indiana the lead, Indiana the ball. Indiana left to right, Goody cutting to the right baseline, taking the pass, stopping there as Heide shuts him down. Now between the circles to Galloway. Galloway off of Ballo's screen to the right elbow. Feeds Rice. Rice stops on the left elbow, bounces into Ballo against Berg. Here comes a one-on-one move, and he's fouled by Will Berg. Matt Painter says arms were straight up. The official disagrees. That's official Keith Kimball, and it'll be 2 free throws coming here for Umar Ballo, who's a 59% free throw shooter.
Wilberg there trying to be physical with Ballo on the low block. I didn't think Will did anything too egregious there. Ballo kind of threw his left arm into the chest of Wilberg as he went into that right jump hook. I think that drew the attention of the officials.
Ballo shoots his free throws left-handed and misses the first one. Ballo, preseason All Big Ten. After the last 2 years, he'd been first team All Pac-12, playing for Arizona. Dribbles 4 times, does Ballo. Shoots with that left hand and missed them both. And Jakari Harris rebounds for Purdue. Indiana 11, Purdue 8, 14-20 to go first half. Purdue running a set play now, right to left against this set man-to-man defense from Indiana. Braden Smith, left wing, picks up the dribble. Has some trouble finding a teammate, gives it to Lawyer, right back to Braden Smith. Using a screen from Berg, and it's an illegal screen on Will Berg at the top of the key against Anthony Leal. So Will Berg into the game, but commits 2 quick fouls, and it's a Purdue turnover, their first turnover of the game. Indiana the ball with a 3-point lead.
Well, the first foul Berg picks up, battling Ballo. You can live with those, but the moving screens, those ticky-tack offensive fouls, those are killer.
Ballo top of the key with Berg on him. Dribble handoff to Galloway. Galloway a flip up for Ballo, catches and dunks. 13-8 Indiana. Nice pass, a better catch and finish for Ballo, and a 5-point Indiana lead.
That was a nice look there from Galloway. Berg in there, you're hoping his size can prevent the lob play, but not to be on that flicker play. Ballo goes up high in the sky.
13:30 to go in the opening half. Crowd alive here at the Simon Scott Assembly Hall. Braden Smith in the corner for a Harris 3. Left corner short. Rebounded by Rice of Indiana. Miles Rice the rebound. Here comes Indiana in a hurry, left to right. Goody a transition 3. No, off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Fletcher Lawyer of the Boilermakers. Fletcher wants to push the tempo left to right. Quickly to Braden Smith over the 10-second barrier. Braden stopping, attacking, blocked by Ballo at the rim. Saved in bounds? No, not saved in bounds. It looked like Rice was going to save it inbounds baseline left for Indiana, but could not. He had a foot on the line. Purdue will inbound baseline left with 19 on the shot clock. Will Berg comes out of the game, replaced by Trey Kaufman-Wren. Indiana leading 13-8. 13:04 remains. We're in the opening half here in Bloomington. Lawyer a catch on the baseline. Dribbles in, shoots a floater, count the basket, and a foul. Oh, that'll stop the bleeding for the moment. Fletcher draws the foul from Miles Rice, his first and one opportunity as he scored it from the right baseline. Boilermakers at the line for an and one. Purdue's Degree Plus gives students the chance to earn a Bachelor of Science and one from the College of Liberal Arts, both in 4 years. See if the Liberal Arts Degree Plus and one is right for you.
Much needed basket for Purdue there, and a well-run out-of-bounds play with Fletcher Lawyer coming off a tight screen there near the baseline as Fletch sinks the and one free throw. Fletch had his defender on his hip, little up fake, got the defender off balance, and that allowed Fletch to get that angle along the baseline for the soft floater.
Fletch made the free throw, as Bob mentioned. Fletch an 86% foul shooter. Purdue down 13-11. Indiana the ball in the cream-colored unis here at home. Galloway right elbow to Renew, attacking on the right block. Purdue a double team to him. Kick it out for a three, left wing. That's Cannon. Carlisle missing. Renew tipped it in, however. Purdue could not keep Renew off of the boards. He tips it in with his left hand after Carlisle, the 24% three-point shooter, missed a triple.
Purdue got cross-matched. Braden Smith and Fletcher Lawyer were the two trapping Renew underneath, and then he's ended up able to body them for the rebound.
Trey Kaufman-Wren, right-handed hook shot, no good. Renew a rebound. A lot of contact down there. Matt Painter can't believe that Trey Kaufman-Wren is not having fouls called when he catches that ball in the low post. Ballo down low, left-handed layup, good. He got interior position and was able to go strong to the basket. 17-11 Indiana.
That's where the early foul for Trey Kaufman-Wren really hurts, because he doesn't want to provide any resistance there on Ballo underneath. Afraid of picking up that second foul. Purdue's guards got to go dig it out.
Braden Smith will drive and score coming down the right side of the painted area. Galloway gave him a step, and Braden Smith said thank you very much. 4 for Braden Smith. Indiana leading 17-13. Mbako bounces it right baseline, a catch for Renew. One-on-one baseline against Heidi. Dribbles to the middle of the paint, stops, splits the defenders and lays it in. Too easy there. The defense not providing resistance. Renew has 6 points, 19-13 Indiana.
You just can't allow Renew to get to his left hand. Heidi even knew it, but still Renew gets that first step on Heidi. He's got to be ready for it.
Kaufman-Wren was driving on Ballo and drew the contact. The foul was on the floor. First foul on Umar Ballo and a timeout on the floor. Indiana 19, Purdue 13, 11-19 to play first half on a Central Indiana Honda dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
This is Camden Heidi from Purdue Men's Basketball for my friends at the Halderman Companies, proud supporters of Purdue University. The Halderman team understands the importance of teamwork, execution, and tremendous effort required for us to succeed on the court and provide the same to their clients. Their team includes farm managers, appraisers, and real estate brokers with experience, knowledge, and professionalism to help you accomplish your farm goals. If it has anything to do with the business of farming, Halderman can help. Visit halderman.com today to learn more.
This Valentine's Day, fall in love with the internet of your dreams from MetroNet. Get 1 gig 100% fiber internet for only $49.95 a month and experience blazing fast speeds that'll make your heart race. And here's the cherry on top. Sign up by March 3rd and you'll receive a $100 Amazon gift card. Don't wait. Visit Metronet.com to learn more. Get Metronet and love your internet. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, Boilermaker fans! Basketball season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Purdue basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Purdue Boilermakers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Indiana farmers, building new markets takes time and pays back dividends with long-term demand for your crops. High oleic soybean oil drives new demand for Indiana soybeans to domestic and international markets. Plus, it's a healthier oil, more desirable to customers. Your checkoff is building this demand right here in Indiana. Purdue Athletics is proud to offer their foods prepared in heart-healthy, high oleic soybean oil this season. Learn more about this oil at incornandsoy.org/premiums. This message was funded by Indiana's soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Indiana 19, Purdue 13. Looking to buy, sell, or build a home, but don't know where to start? Call trusted agents at True Blood Real Estate, the official real estate partner of Purdue Athletics. 11-19 remains in the first half. Indiana the 6-point lead. As we pause, 10 seconds for station identification. This is Boilermaker Basketball from Learfield. Rob Blackman here with Bobby Riddell. Bob, unfortunately, a disturbing trend continues for Purdue defensively. While Indiana is 1 of 5 from the three-point line, the Hoosiers are 8 of 10 inside of the three-point arc.
The disturbing trend, absolutely. It's just been something from a Purdue standpoint that when the opponent is taking these two-point field goals, they're making such a high percentage, and a lot of them are layups and dunks. Has Indiana made a shot today outside of a layup or dunk when it comes from a two-point standpoint? I can't think.
They have not.
Galloway did make a floater along the right baseline. That would be the only one I would probably consider that's not a layup or dunk. The other 7 made two-point field goals are layups or dunks.
Purdue inbounds baseline left, trailing by 6 here at the Simon Scott Assembly Hall. Miles Colvin in for Purdue, the sophomore from Indianapolis. First time he's appeared in the game. 6'5" is Colvin. Left wing catch for Heide. Now to Braden Smith. 10 on the shot clock. Top of the key, guarded by Galloway. He drives on Galloway. Stops. Kicks out to Colvin. 3 on the way. Right wing. No good. Malik Renew. Rebound off of the weak side for Indiana.
Well, I like Braden Smith getting into the teeth of the defense and playing off 2 feet. Jump stopping there. Finding an open shooter. Coach Painter even fist pumping, applauding the play. Unfortunately, Purdue just not able to capitalize and knock down the shot.
Purdue 0 of 3 from the three-point line to start the game. Balo, right block, spins on Trey Kaufman-Renn, shoots a right-handed hook shot. It is short, and Miles Colvin rebounds for Purdue. Purdue on the run right to left. Braden Smith with Galloway guarding him. Crosses the 10-second barrier, dribbling with the right hand. Bounces at high left arc, just inside of the arc. Catch for Trey Kaufman-Renn. Skip pass to Braden Smith. 3 in the right corner. In and out, no good. Purdue's 0 for 4 from 3. Another good look for the Boilermakers. Just wouldn't go in the basket. Rebounded by Renew of Indiana.
Well, you like the offense, at least. Those are 2 high-quality three-point attempts by Purdue in the last couple possessions. At some point, though, got to step up and knock them down.
Indiana out-rebounding Purdue 12-6 early. Carlisle deep 3. Spank ball left wing. Rebounded Colvin of Purdue.
Great contest by Braden there.
That was excellent defense by the Boilermakers. We're under 10 minutes to go in the first half. Purdue's trailing by 6. Catch on the left arc is Braden Smith in the triple threat position. Just past top of the key, Kaufman-Renn dribbles twice to the left elbow, hands off to Smith, dribbling to the right elbow. Now to Heide. A 3 on the left wing. Bullseye. Purdue's first made 3 of the game.
You love seeing Camden Heide after making the 2 threes last game, coming out and letting that thing rip the first time he gets a clean look, and that was pure from the left wing.
He has improved to 32% from 3 with those makes that Michigan State has Heide. Purdue's down 19-16. Hoosiers the ball here, 9:12 remaining. Galloway driving on his right hand, got to the rim, shoots with his left hand and scores. Faked with his right, scored with his left. Galloway has 4 points.
That's another basket in the paint, right? When they're able to get to the paint, they force Balo into a tough hook not long ago outside the paint. He misses, but now another shot in the paint, and it's a bucket for Galloway.
C.J. Cox to Trey Kaufman-Renn, a catch on the left arc. Fakes the handoff to Braden Smith. Now dribbles down, I should say, to the block. Out high to Cox. Cox kicking to Colvin. Colvin, a contested 18-footer. Good. He stepped inside of the arc. He made the shot. It's a 2-pointer. Miles Colvin first scoring of the game. Purdue's down 21-18.
Well, I'm stunned there. I thought Miles was going to shoot the rhythm 3. Instead, puts the ball on the floor to take a tougher contested pull-up. I'll just say he's lucky he made that one, Rob.
We'll take it. Renew, left elbow, dribbling to the left baseline. Now they swing it in the right corner. Mbako, a step back three. Nearly an air ball. Rebounded off the front of the rim by Braden Smith. Purdue pushing tempo in the black uniforms here in a hostile environment. Throw it to the right block, extended, caught by Trey Kaufman-Renn. Here comes the double team. He passes out of it to the weak side to Braden Smith. Fakes the three. Now wants to work with 12 on a shot clock. Dribbles to the left block, top of the key. Cox, and he traveled. CJ got a little too ahead of himself and turns it over with 7:53 to go in the first half. Timeout on the floor. Indiana 21, Purdue 18 on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine.
We Boilermakers show our pride in a number of ways. From a Purdue flag flying high on game day to a black and gold tie worn to the office. That loyalty is built on precious memories, time-honored traditions, and lifelong friendships. It's everlasting, and it stays with you wherever you go. So whether you're at Mackey Arena, your hometown grocery store, or across the country, the pride is always there. And now with the Purdue Federal Visa Signature Card, you have one more way to show your pride. Purdue Federal, the official credit card for Purdue fans everywhere. Federally insured by NCUA.
Purdue University. We're in the persistent pursuit of the next giant leap. We're developing solutions to today's toughest challenges and building a better world together. From our research labs in West Lafayette to new opportunities at Purdue University in Indianapolis. Together, we dare to go first and picture what's next in a first-of-its-kind short film, Boilers to Mars. Find out about our legacy and future in space at boilerstomars.com.
Need a little home makeover to get through the last few weeks of winter? Kohl's is having a big sale so you can give your home a reset. Plus, Kohl's Rewards members save an extra 15% on so much to refresh your space, like stylish decor, cozy pillows, convenient storage, and so much more. So hurry to Kohl's to snag your savings before the secret's out. Select styles. Kohl's Rewards 15% off coupon valid through March 2nd. Must be a Kohl's Rewards member. Exclusions apply. Visit a store or Kohl's.com for details.
This is Coach Brandon Brantley, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
The unexpected happens every day. When it does, head to Kohl's and Kohl's.com for everything your family needs. Kohl's, where families come first. Indiana 21, Purdue 18. 7:53 remains in the first half of the Simon Scott Assembly Hall. Before we went to the last break, Braden Smith grabbed his first rebound of the game, and that is significant. Congratulations, Braden Smith, with that one rebound. He becomes just the second player in the history of college basketball to have 1,200 points, 600 assists, and 500 rebounds before his junior season is complete. Only DJ Cooper of Ohio could have that claim before. Congratulations, Braden Smith. What a career he's had, and he's not done yet. 7:53 to go in this opening half. Indiana the ball. Purdue's playing with C.J. Cox and Miles Colvin. Fletcher Lawyer, Caleb First, and Trey Kaufman-Renn. Purdue in black. Indiana wears cream. Renew, top of the key. Swings it left side. Cannon Carlisle. Carlisle dribbles to the left arc. Now in the left corner it goes to Renew. He tried to lob it into Ballo. Lost it. Stolen. Stolen by C.J. Cox. Just the second turnover of the game for Indiana. Lawyer a three in transition. In and out and in again. Oh, the lucky roll for Fletcher Lawyer. We'll take it. We're tied at 21.
Holy cow. You don't see threes go in that manner very often. That thing went all the way around 360 twice and then eventually hits the backboard and drops home.
7:13 remains. We're in the first half. Renew spins to the left elbow, gives to Far left wing, a catch for Carlisle. Swing it right side now to Miles Rice of the Hoosiers. Off a screen from Ballo. Rice shooting a floater 14 feet away. No good. Rebounded to C.J. Cox of Purdue. Less than 7 remains in the opening half. Purdue wants to run until P.J. Thompson says, slow down. Purdue playing without Braden Smith right now. C.J. Cox is the point guard. Rarely does Braden come out of a game, but he's resting for the moment. Driving. Trey Kaufman-Renn. Layup good. A crossover dribble. He drove right down the left side of the paint. Ballo didn't know what blew past him. The layup makes it 23-21 Purdue.
Trey was in his bag there. The shiftiness there, right to left cross after the in and out dribble, and he glides past Ballo.
Ballo setting a screen for Carlisle, who swings it top of the key, a catch for Renew. Now back to Rice. Baseline jumper falling away right wing. No, right baseline, I should say. Rebounded Trey Kaufman-Renn of the Boilermakers. Purdue's up 23-21. Boilermakers on a modest 5-0 run. 6:10 to go here in this opening half. Left wing catch just outside of the arc. Lawyer, an illegal screen by Caleb First. That was one of those dribble handoffs where Caleb kept running, and he runs into the defender, and they're going to call out a foul every time. First foul on Caleb First, Purdue's third turnover.
And we're getting a replay, and
yeah, I mean,
I hate that call. I mean, I understand the call, but I just hate it because Anthony Leal in that moment is just completely baiting the official. He's not trying to avoid it. He just literally runs into the screen and then flops, and they give him the call. But that's the way it's been officiated. Oh, there we go.
And we get the same thing at the other end. Tit for tat. This one goes against Cannon Carlisle, who literally did the exact same thing at the other end for Indiana. Now,
and I got to be fair, I hate that one too. I got to be honest.
The fans' credit here in Bloomington, they didn't complain because they know they just saw the same thing a minute ago. So at least it was called consistently.
And I do think a lot of coaches now will tell players to run into that screen and fall down because they know that's the way it's officiated.
Braden Smith back into the game with a ball between the circles, dribbling right hand. Just pass left wing to First. Top of the key, Trey Kaufman-Renn. Now to Colvin, perimeter right. Gives to Lawyer, dribbling on the right baseline, stopping. Cut off there by Renew. Out to Colvin for a three. Triple time. Miles Colvin. Purdue leads 26-21.
Great job, Fletch. Playing off 2 feet. Looks for Kaufman-Renn. He's covered. And then he whips it back around. Miles Colvin makes himself available. Catch and shoot opportunity.
Boilermakers up 5 at the 5:20 mark. Indiana's been stuck on 21 for a while. Galloway, perimeter left, guarded by First. First still dribbling on that perimeter left, still dribbling. Finally gives it up to Rice between the rings with 6 on the shot clock. Goody, deep left wing, shoots a contested 3, air ball. Picked out by Trey Kaufman-Renn. Great defense by Purdue. Poor ball movement by Indiana there. Purdue on the run. Braden Smith, left elbow to Lawyer, faking a 3, top of the key. Gives it right side where it's a catch for Trey Kaufman-Renn. Challenges Renew, shoots and scores with a right-handed hook shot. Timeout Indiana. Purdue is on a run here. Indiana, they are in a scoring drought of 4 minutes and 21 seconds. Purdue was down 21-18 at the last media timeout. 10 in a row for the Boilermakers. Actually, it's 12-0 the run. A kill shot. And Purdue's up 28-21.
What a great job by this Boilermaker team over this stretch. A 15-2 run total over the past roughly 5 minutes. They've made all 6 of their last 6 field goal attempts, and the Hoosiers just 1 of their last 7. This is a huge stretch. After struggling a little bit to start the game, the Hoosiers had momentum. Purdue is definitely taking it right back and sees control of this basketball game.
4:46 to go in the opening half. Indiana was strong early, mainly because their offensive rebounding was so good. That's something Purdue has cleaned up here in the last 4-minute stretch. Purdue's done a much better job of securing defensive rebounds. Indiana, to their credit, has done a good job taking care of the ball. They have only 3 turnovers. Remember, they had 20 in the loss against Purdue back in January. Indiana, either use it or lose a timeout there from their head coach, Mike Woodson. The star player here at Indiana when he scored over 2,000 points in his All-American career here in Bloomington. Back to action, IU the ball. A near steal by Braden Smith, and he's going to steal it, lose it out of bounds, baseline left, but what hustle by Braden Smith. He tipped it into the backcourt. He dove Superman style to try and save it. That's a hustle play of the game, presented by Republic Airways. Apply to Lift Academy. Start your aviation career today. That one will leave a floor burn.
What a hustle play there by Braden. He was oh so close to the pick six layup on the other end. Unfortunately, just not quite able to outrun Galloway, but that full dive was impressive.
Raleigh Burgess is subbed in for the Boilermakers, the 6'11 freshman, as Renew gets open on the left side of the bucket for a layup. Burgess came over to double team the ball. Unfortunately, that meant Renew was wide open for the layup.
Needed to try to wall up a little bit more on Galloway with the lack of backside protection there.
28-23, Purdue turned it over. Colvin couldn't catch the pass into the hands of Mbako. He drives all the way to the other end, cut off by Colvin, spins and shoots and misses. Rebounded Braden Smith. Good defense by Colvin. After the turnover, he stayed with it, and Purdue gets the ball back. Great hustle and effort from Colvin. A deep three from Braden Smith counts as a triple time. Purdue's up 31-23.
I love that one. I love a confident Braden Smith, and he just sized up the defender top of the key and splashed a triple in his eye.
That one came from, yes, as Bob said, at that top of the key area. Renew holding the ball above his head, left wing to Mbako. Mbako dribbling on the left wing. Colvin all over him. Picks it up and feeds Galloway between the circles. Dribbling with a right hand with a shot clock at 7 to Renew. Right baseline. Skip pass. Mbako. 3 on the way. Left corner. No good. Weak side rebound. Raleigh Burgess. He'll hand to Braden Smith. We're racing the other way. Right to left. Boilermakers the ball and an 8-point lead. Smith another 3. Right wing. This one's no good. Deep rebound. Grabbed by Caleb first. He wants to call timeout. Did he get it called in time? He might have been on the sideline. He dove. Nope, they're going to give Purdue the ball. What a play. Caleb first. He caught the ball while he was racing after it as it was bouncing away from him, bouncing toward the Indiana bench. He dove on the floor, and just millimeters before he fell out of bounds while sliding, called timeout, and official Terry Oglesby gives it to him. 3:05 to go in the first half. Those are the type of plays it takes to win in a rivalry game. Purdue 31, Indiana 23 on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Purdue University knows a thing or two about making great plays, and so does Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Whether you qualify for Medicaid or Medicare, a plan through the Affordable Care Act, or have health coverage through your job, you can feel confident with Anthem's large network of doctors, hospitals, and health professionals. To learn more about Anthem's health plans, call your authorized agent or visit Anthem.com. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield is the trade name of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc., independent licensees of the Blue Cross Blue Shield Association. Anthem is a registered trademark of Anthem Insurance Companies, Inc.
If your company is seeking to relocate or expand quickly, Hancock County, Indiana has a wide variety of business sites, including 4 shovel-ready certified silver business parks, plus higher than normal broadband capacity with an extensive fiber network with more than 2,000 miles of lines. Connecting opportunity with success. Contact the Hancock County Economic Development Council at www.hancockedc.com or at 317-477-7241.
Boilermaker fans, did you know that Canon 4 helps leading-edge companies get out of the office printer and copying business? We're a legendary company with legendary people and a legendary platform that will help your business improve document workflow and increase business efficiencies. To learn more, visit canon4.com. That's CANNON, 4.com.
Purdue University. We're in the persistent pursuit of the next giant leap. We're developing solutions to today's toughest challenges and building a better world together. From our research labs in West Lafayette to new opportunities at Purdue University in Indianapolis. Together, we dare to go first and picture what's next in a first-of-its-kind short film, Boilers to Mars. Find out about our legacy and future in space at boilerstomars.com.
Purdue 31, Indiana 23 with 3:05 remaining in the first half. You're good at being you, and Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance is good at your insurance. Find an agent to help you or get a quote today at infb.com. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood. Rob Blackman here. The next voice you will hear is that of my broadcast partner, Bobby Buckets Riddell. Bob, Purdue 4 of 9 from 3. Indiana 1 of 9 from 3. That is a big difference maker right now.
Absolutely outscoring the Hoosiers from 9 at the three-point line on the same number of attempts. Big piece of why Purdue leads this game by 8. And Purdue also able to get to the foul line. I feel like the free throw margin in these rivalry games that are oftentimes close is critical, and Purdue 3 of 3 from the line, while Indiana only able to get there one time, and Ballo missed both attempts when he was there.
Purdue's also flipped the script in rebounding. Early in the game, Purdue was trailing the rebounding game 6-2, but now Purdue is leading in rebounding 14-12. So that has helped as well. Purdue inbounding in front of the Indiana bench, sideline left as we look at it. And Lawyer into Braden Smith in the front court. Purdue here goes to work with 15 on the shot clock, 3 minutes to go first half. Lawyer dribbling right elbow, keeps coming downhill, shoots a wild shot, it's no good, and Ballo rebounds for Indiana. It's 5-on-4 for Indiana because Lawyer fell down offensively. Goody driving in from the left arc, stopping, kicking right wing to Mbako. Mbako the ball above his head, and now recycling Indiana. Purdue good defense. They were down a man, but forced Indiana to run half-court offense now. Lobbing in for Ballo. Ballo weak side, stolen away! Miles Colvin sneaking in from the weak side and stole it for the Boilermakers. Ballo never saw him coming. Colvin a 3 at the other end. Of course, it's a triple time. You make a big play on the defensive end. You cash it in offensively. Miles Colvin gives Purdue a 34-23 lead.
What an end-to-end sequence there by Colvin, swooping in for the steal and then cashing it home with a big triple time.
Colvin with 8 early points off of the bench. Catch on the right wing, Mbako bounces it right block for Ballo. Will Purdue run a double team at him? No, they'll scrape. Instead, Mbako top of the key. Left side, Goody. Open 3 in the corner. In and out, no good. Purdue got lucky because that guy normally makes the open ones. Goody misses. Caleb First rebounds for the Boilermakers. 34-23 with 1:45 to go first half. Clock is ticking. Offensive coordinator P.J. Thompson calling out the play here for Purdue. Left wing catch. Caleb First holding the ball in the triple threat position, wearing the blue sneakers. Top side feed. It goes to Lawyer, who's on the deep right wing. Now to Colvin. Colvin rises from 16. This one's no good. Long rebound. Anthony Leal in the near side corner. Quickly ahead to Galloway with 90 seconds remaining and the clock ticking. Galloway, top side feed, caught by Leal. Dribbles once, get back to Galloway. 2 steps outside of the arc on the right wing. Now to Ballo, standing at the top of the key. Dribbles once to the free throw line, gives it up to Galloway. Galloway between the circles. He'll pull the trigger from 3. It's short off the front of the rim. A rebound for Colvin. Boy, Miles Colvin has been active here in the first 20 minutes.
Really showing off the athleticism. He has that ability because of the jumping. It's got to be a kick ball.
And players are fighting for it. And a foul on Braden Smith. He was fighting Leal for the loose ball rebound that rolled in the backcourt. And they say Braden pushed off. And it's a foul against Braden Smith of the Boilermakers. I'm with you, Bob. I thought the ball initially was kicked, which would have made it a dead ball situation anyway.
I agree. Braden Smith going through his ball handling, through the legs dribble, and tries to cross over. It goes right off the defender's foot. I suppose that, it's up to the official to determine if he thinks it's an intentional kick or an accidental one that just goes off the player's foot, because if it is deemed accidental, he is allowed to have it be a play on, and that's unfortunate for Purdue, though, that's how the official determined it. And then Braden picks up the foul in transition.
It's only Purdue's 3rd team foul. Indiana's only committed 4. Leal down low on the right block, layup good. Somehow he got behind Fletcher Lawyer. And Anthony Leal has 4 points. He averages 3 a game. He's a former Indiana Mr. Basketball. And it's Purdue 34, Indiana 25 with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Braden Smith, right elbow. Now retreat dribble to the right arc. Top of the key, feed to First. Chest pass left side, Lawyer. Standing on the left arc. Driving on Leal is Lawyer. Stopping, losing the ball, got it back. Gives to Burgess. Back to Braden Smith. Shot clock at 7, now 6. Right wing Lawyer. Deep 3 is on the way. It is good. Fletcher Lawyer. Purdue's up 37-25.
Fletcher a couple feet behind the line. I love him taking that, though. He is an elite three-point shooter. He's got to take all those looks he can get.
You mentioned in the pregame show he needs to shoot at least 6 of those. Here's a short jumper. Missed by Indiana. A half-court shot by Lawyer at the horn is no good. And the Purdue Boilermakers played the final 8 minutes of the first half about as perfectly as could be expected. The Boilermakers, over the final 8 minutes of the half, outscore Indiana 19-4. And because of that, they have a 37-25 halftime lead. The Coors Light halftime report begins when we come back. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
We Boilermakers show our pride in a number of ways, from a Purdue flag flying high on game day to a black and gold tie worn to the office. That loyalty is built on precious memories, time-honored traditions, and lifelong friendships. It's everlasting, and it stays with you wherever you go. So whether you're at Mackey Arena, your hometown grocery store, or across the country, the pride is always there. And now with the Purdue Federal Visa Signature Card, you have one more way to show your pride. Purdue Federal, the official credit card for Purdue fans everywhere. Federally insured by NCAA.
For hybrid vehicles that give you 614 miles of continuous driving, it's gotta be Honda. Save thousands on Honda hybrids with 2.9% financing. Award-winning Honda hybrids, Accord, Civics, and CR-Vs. With hybrids, the battery charges as you drive. Like the 2025 Honda Accord Sport or Touring model. Now with low 2.9% APR financing. To see why it's gotta be Honda, search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details for well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 3/3/25.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're good at insurance. But not just any insurance. We're good at fireworks don't go in the attic insurance. Hole in window insurance. Even guy that shouldn't have a chainsaw but has a chainsaw insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
University Bookstore, the official textbook provider for Purdue Athletics and home of the original Purdue Pete, announced the return of 3-Point Thursdays. When the men play, win or lose, you score on every three-pointer. You can save up to 39% off your purchase. Get set to save with Purdue Men's Basketball with 3-Point Thursdays. 2 locations, State Street and across from Mackey Arena. Save at University Bookstore.
On the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield, Boilermaker Basketball is brought to you by Coors Light. Choose chill. Proud sponsor of the Purdue Boilermakers. Also brought to you by Case IH. Take your success off the court and out into the field with Case IH's superior farming tools. Visit your local Case IH dealers or learn more at caseih.com/Boilermakers. And by Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products. Get to know us at indianakitchen.com. Purdue Boilermaker Basketball is on the air. This is the Boilermaker Halftime Show.
Purdue 35, Indiana 25. Let me try that again. I think I can read off the scoreboard. Purdue 37, Indiana 25. That's better. I'm Rob Blackman. This is the Coors Light Halftime Report. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment. Choose chill. Proud sponsor of the Purdue Boilermakers. Celebrate responsibly. Bobby Riddell's alongside. Purdue in the first half goes 6 of 11 from the three-point line. That's 54.5%. Indiana goes 1 of 11. And remember, Indiana made their second three-point shot of the first half. Luke Goody, it was his first attempt, their second shot. He made the three. Indiana then proceeded to miss 9 straight threes. And that's a big reason why Purdue is leading right now by 12 at 37-25. Another reason Bob Riddell has been the play off the bench of Miles Colvin. In 11 minutes, he is plus 18 on the plus-minus chart with 8 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. And this is a guy that left the game early Tuesday night in East Lansing with what looked to be a major head injury. He does not seem to have any cobwebs in the old cranium right now. He is playing at a high level.
He is. He's given Purdue such a boost off the bench. In this 3-game losing streak, Purdue has lost the bench points in all 3 of them, in a couple games getting blown out, getting outscored, what was it, 21-0, I think, at Michigan. It was the first game of the year Purdue had no bench production. Miles Colvin, give him major props, coming through in a big way, giving Purdue a lift off the bench. And like you said, Rob, got a little woozy there in that Michigan State game, didn't ever return after he got hit on a tough moving screen, but he's shown no issues from that. Here today, he's been big. Purdue outscoring Indiana 11-4 off the bench, and that's been a welcome sign.
You know, I was angry at myself after the pregame interview with Matt Painter because after it was already said and done and pre-recorded, I said to myself, gosh darn it, I should have asked about Miles Colvin. I needed an injury update on him, and I just totally totally blew it, and that's on me, fans. But I guess I didn't really need to ask. We know the answer. Miles is just fine from what we have seen here in the first 20 minutes. Welcome back to this Coors Light halftime report. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment, choose chill. Proud sponsor of the Purdue Boilermakers. Celebrate responsibly. Purdue 37, Indiana 25. Coors Light halftime report continues in a moment with a look at the halftime stats presented by Ruoff Home Mortgage. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
U.S. Foods and the Purdue Boilermakers. What a recipe for success. Like Purdue, we both stand for quality and value. From our state-of-the-art Indianapolis-based distribution center, we at U.S. Foods are committed to meeting our customers' needs by providing all your quality food service and equipment products throughout all of Indiana and Northern Kentucky. It's what we do to bring guests into your business every day that makes the difference. Enjoy the game and remember, U.S. Foods, the official food service supplier of Purdue Athletics.
Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
You work hard, and at First Farmers Bank and Trust, we work hard for you. Since 1885, we've committed to helping families, businesses, and communities thrive financially. From home to the office, to the field, to the arena. We value hard work and perseverance as much as you do. Experience banking built on heart and grit today. Learn more at ffbt.com. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Purdue University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Purdue 37, Indiana 25. Halftime at the Simon Scott Assembly Hall. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment, choose chill, official sponsor of the Purdue Boilermakers. Celebrate responsibly. I'm Rob Blackman, and let's take a look at the halftime statistics presented by Ruoff Mortgage. Ruoff Mortgage here to help you through all stages of the home buying or refinancing process with loan options that work best for you. We're your local lender. Learn more at ruoff.com, RUOFF.com. Indiana in the first half, 12 of 29 shooting, 41.4%, but just 1 of 11 from the three-point line. They were 11 of 18 inside of the arc, but remember at one point they were 8 of 10 inside of that three-point arc. They attempted only 2 free throws, did the Hoosiers in the first half. Both of those were attempted by Umar Ballo. He missed them both. Indiana has 8 first-half points from Malik Renew to lead his team. 14 total rebounds for the Hoosiers, 3 offensively. 7 assists on the 12 made baskets, 4 assists for Trey Galloway. Just 4 first-half turnovers for Indiana. They have 2 steals, 1 block. Purdue, 14 of 27 shooting, 51.9%. 6 of 11 from the three-point line, 54.5%. Purdue, perfect 3 of 3 from the foul line. Purdue led in scoring by Fletcher Lawyer with 9 points. 8 points for Trey Coffin-Wren, 7 for Braden Smith, 8 off of the bench for Miles Colvin. Purdue 17 rebounds, 2 offensively. The Boilermakers turned it over 5 times. They have 8 assists, 4 of those from Braden Smith, 3 steals, 2 of those from C.J. Cox, and 1 block shot. Out-of-town scoreboard presented by our Central Indiana Honda dealers when we come back to the Coors Light halftime report. Purdue 37, Indiana 25. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
U.S. Foods and the Purdue Boilermakers. What a recipe for success. Like Purdue, we both stand for quality and value. From our state-of-the-art Indianapolis-based distribution center, we at U.S. Foods are committed to meeting our customers' needs by providing all your quality food service and equipment products throughout all of Indiana and Northern Kentucky. It's what we do to bring guests into your business every day that makes the difference. Enjoy the game and remember, U.S. Foods, the official food service supplier of Purdue Athletics.
At Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products, just 20 miles down the road from Mackey Arena, we're not just really good bacon makers.
We're Purdue alumni.
We're student interns.
We're student parents.
We're fans.
We're season ticket holders.
We're John Purdue Club members.
We're boilermakers.
I'm Russ Sherwood, president at Indiana Kitchen, and on behalf of everyone here, we're proud to say our bacon is more than just locally made. Our Indiana Kitchen bacon is boiler made.
Visit IndianaKitchen.com, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
This is your moment, your time to shine, your comeback. You're ready for the next step in your career, and you want an education employers respect. So you're not just going back to school, you're coming back with Purdue Global. Backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected public universities, Purdue Global is built for people who bring their life experience into the online classroom. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Need a little home makeover to get through the last few weeks of winter? Kohl's is having a big sale so you can give your home a reset. Plus, Kohl's Rewards members save an extra 15% on so much to refresh your space, like stylish decor, cozy pillows, convenient storage, and so much more. So hurry to Kohl's to snag your savings before the secret's out. Select styles. Kohl's Rewards 15% off coupon valid through March 2nd. Must be a Kohl's Rewards member. Exclusions apply. Visit a store or Kohl's.com for details.
We are back here at Assembly Hall where Purdue leads the Indiana Hoosiers 37-25 at the half. Time now to take a look at our out-of-town scores. And today's out-of-town scores are brought to you by your Central Indiana Honda dealers. All right, let's take a look at some of the top 25 and men's Big Ten college basketball action taking place here on this Sunday. Two top 25 games being played besides this Purdue-Indiana matchup. One has already concluded, and that was 10th-ranked St. John's defeating the UConn Huskies from Madison Square Garden 89-75. A big win for the Johnnies there as they look to win their first outright Big East title since 1992. 22nd-ranked Memphis trails at home 24-18 to FAU. The Owls up 6 there with 6:49 to go in the first half. That game currently airing on ESPN2. There's two other Big Ten games to be played later on today on CBS, taking place after this Purdue-Indiana matchup at 3:45 Eastern Time. The Ohio State Buckeyes visiting the UCLA Bruins. And then at 6 p.m. on FS1, the USC Trojans go on the road to take on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. USC 14-12 on the year, Rutgers 13-14. Drive the road to win with Honda and have fun off the court with the most fun. USC 14-12 on the year, Rutgers 13-14. Drive the road to win with Honda and have fun off the court with the most fun to drive vehicles. Your Central Indiana Honda dealers are proud supporters of Purdue Athletics. We'll take a look at the keys of the second half in just a moment when we return to the Coors Light halftime report. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
At Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First, we do more than lend. We lift up our rural communities that we serve, too. From our day-to-day business of providing reliable credit to farmers and rural residents, to our community investment efforts and scholarships for college students, we help Indiana's rural communities find their next level. Visit FCMA.com to learn more about how we work with partners like Purdue University. Boiler up. Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First are equal opportunity lenders.
Indiana farmers, building new markets takes time and pays back dividends with long-term demand for your crops. High oleic soybean oil drives new demand for Indiana soybeans to domestic and international markets. Plus, it's a healthier oil, more desirable to customers. Your checkoff is building this demand right here in Indiana. Purdue Athletics is proud to offer their foods prepared in heart-healthy, high oleic soybean oil this season. Learn more about this oil at incornandsoy.org/premiums. This message was funded by Indiana soybean farmers and their checkoff.
University Bookstore, the official textbook provider for Purdue Athletics, and home of the original Purdue Pete, announce the return of 3-Point Thursdays. When the men play, win or lose, you score on every three-pointer. You can save up to 39% off your purchase. Get set to save with Purdue men's basketball with 3-Point Thursdays. 2 locations, State Street and across from Mackey Arena. Save at University Bookstore.
It's Truck Month with the Ford crew.
Sam, do you know what these trucks have in common?
They're all Ford trucks.
And
they're built Ford tough.
Also true, but specifically they're Ford F-Series trucks, the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years.
48 years? We should celebrate a month-long event.
Sam.
A truckload of value.
Sam.
Across the entire lineup of Ford trucks.
Sam.
That's called Truck Month already, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I knew it.
Based on 1977 to 2024 CY Industry reported total sales.
Indiana has the ball to start the second half. Purdue leading 37-25. This game this afternoon brought to you by the Progressive Keys to Progress program, providing cars to veterans in need. Rob Blackman with Bobby Riddell and on-site audio engineer Wes Scott. Back on January the 31st, Indiana led by 4 against Purdue at the halftime break. We start this second half with Purdue leading by 12. Boilermakers with C.J. Cox, Fletcher Lawyer, Caleb First, Trey Coffin-Wren, Braden Smith to start half number 2. And here's Galloway with the ball attacking the basket to our left for the Hoosiers. To Renew, who's standing at the free throw line extended. Chest pass right side goes to Miles Rice. Rice a floater, right elbow long off the back of the flange. Rebound to Renew, then tipped from him, but then it hit the bottom of the basket. And that will be Indiana ball. Braden Smith was in there fighting with Renew, and Braden actually knocked it away from him, but it hit the bottom of the stanchion. 20 on the shot clock for Indiana, baseline left.
I love Purdue forcing Miles Rice into these tough floaters. That's not something that you feel like is a huge asset or big part of Miles Rice's game. Those are tough analytical shots, and I love seeing Purdue make him take those.
Galloway kicking a right wing for Rice. 3 on the way. That's what he can do. A 31% three-point shooter this season, but Miles Rice with a triple to start the second half for Indiana. It's 37-28. Purdue the lead. Purdue the ball. Purdue in black. Indiana wearing cream here at the Simon Scott Assembly Hall. And Purdue turnover. A run out for Galloway. He's got a layup at the other end. He'll dunk with 2 hands. Not how Purdue had hoped to start the second half. Giving up a 3 and then a pick 6 going the other direction. Just like that, Purdue's up 37-30, 1 minute into the half.
Just a brutal start there. You get the 3 from Rice after not collecting the defensive rebound after he misses a floater, and then just a bad turnover there that leads to the run out.
Purdue now attacking here, left to right. Braden Smith lost it, stolen by Galloway. Purdue can't believe a foul wasn't called. It's another run out for Leal. Timeout Purdue. Timeout Matt Painter. What a start for the Hoosiers. Matt Painter is losing his mind with the official that this last turnover should have been called a foul on the defense when they took the ball away from Braden Smith. 37-32, Purdue the lead. 18:41 to go in the game. As we pause on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now it's our lowest price of the season on our top-selling i8 smart bed. Your best savings, plus free home delivery with any base. Exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Learn more at sleepnumber.com.
You know you've got a comeback in you. When you take the next step, you're going to make it count. For your career, for your family, for your life. You can earn a degree you're proud of with Purdue Global. Purdue Global is backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected and innovative public universities. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. This is your comeback. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
This is PJ Thompson, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
Purdue Basketball live each week, presented by Jimco Constructors. Tomorrow night, Monday night, we'll be at Walk-Ons at 6:30 in the Purdue Memorial Union. If you want to come watch the show, assistant coach Terry Johnson will be my guest as we talk men's and women's hoops. Listen on this same radio station or watch it on the Purdue's Facebook page, or the X channel, or the YouTube channel. Purdue Basketball live tomorrow night, presented by Jimco Constructors, proud partner of Purdue Athletics. A 7-0 run by Indiana is how the second half begins. Purdue leads 37-32. Purdue inbounds here.
Not the start you're looking for from a Purdue standpoint. This IU crowd right back into it. Purdue needs some baskets here to switch this momentum. 2
turnovers by Purdue led to 2 runouts for Indiana. We saw that way too much against Michigan State Tuesday night in East Lansing, when Purdue had 12 turnovers, many of those live ball turnovers. 6 on the shot clock for Purdue. C.J. Cox dribbles in, draws contact, shoots a bank shot, no good, but Caleb First tips it in. First came flying in from the strong side to tip it in from the right block, I should say. First scoring of the game for Caleb First. Purdue leads 39-32, an illegal screen on Luke Goody. No, Ballo. No, not even Ballo. Let me try this again. Third time's a charm. Malik Renew set the illegal screen for Indiana. Turnover for the Hoosiers, their 5th.
Well, we talked about Purdue needing to flip the momentum, and that's certainly huge. You get the putback lay-in by First, and now a moving screen. Purdue a chance to continue to capitalize here.
17:55 to go in the game. Trey Kaufman-Renn, 14-foot floater, left it short. Leo rebounds for Indiana. They would like to push the tempo right to left. Here they come. Goody in the left corner for a Rice 3. Lets it fly. Air ball. Rebounded by Trey Kaufman-Renn, picking it up off the floor. Rice made a 3 a moment ago. This one wasn't even close. Now driving all the way to the rim and stopping on the left block is Braden Smith. Finds Lawyer at the left elbow. He picks up the dribble, pivots, and gives to Smith. Braden Smith trapped in the corner. Picked up near the timeline by C.J. Cox after an errant pass. Trey Kaufman-Renn with 10 on the shot clock. Has it right wing, gives to Lawyer. Lawyer, fall away, 15-footer, right elbow, no. And a rebound, Luke Goody of the Hoosiers. 17-10 remains in the game. Indiana on the run. Purdue leading 39-32. Renew on the block, finds Galloway cutting and scoring. He came right down Central Avenue. 8 in the game for Trey Galloway. It's Purdue 39, Indiana 34.
Another wide open layup for this Indiana team. Purdue, unfortunately, with the live ball turnovers earlier, and now off the post touch as the ball's kicked by Anthony Leal. Purdue will get 20 seconds on the shot clock. It's just, from a defensive standpoint, can't allow the opposition on their home floor to get easy baskets that way and get the crowd into it.
Indiana outscoring Purdue 9-2 to start the second half. Purdue trying to get into offense here with 13 on the shot clock. Braden Smith trying to position everyone. Throws it on the left baseline, where it's caught by Trey Kaufman-Renn. He wants some help. Kick in a corner for Braden Smith. Now to Fletcher Lawyer. Shot clock at 3. Purdue better shoot it in a hurry. Kaufman-Renn does shoot up against they're going to say a shot clock violation. I couldn't tell if he's going to get the shot up in time or not. He did not. And another second half turnover by Purdue.
Just poor awareness there from Purdue offensively, not seeing the shot clock winding down. Kaufman-Renn's got to get a shot up there, but at least this one was not a live ball turnover, Rob.
Here's Galloway dribbling on the right arc, now holding the ball high above his head, feeding Rice, perimeter right, further side on the right side to Leal. Leal to the right block. They'll skip it for a Goody 3 in the left corner. Good. Luke Goody, his second made 3. And now the crowd is alive here in Bloomington because Purdue's lead is trimmed to 39-37.
Well, most guys on this Indiana team, Purdue's okay with leaving open on the backside. Goody, certainly the one guy you're absolutely not, and he makes Purdue pay.
And a great find by Renew on that cross-court skip pass. 10 on the shot clock for Braden Smith. Off the screen to Trey Kaufman-Renn. Gives it back to Trey. He went strong. Stolen away and then lost out of bounds. Last touch by Trey Kaufman-Renn. The steal from Anthony Leal. Timeout on the floor, and it's all Indiana right now. Purdue the lead, 39-37. 15:39 remains in the game on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
This Valentine's Day, fall in love with the internet of your dreams from MetroNet. Get 1 gig 100% fiber internet for only $49.95 a month and experience blazing fast speeds that'll make your heart race. And here's the cherry on top. Sign up by March 3rd and you'll receive a $100 Amazon gift card. Don't wait. Visit Metronet.com to learn more. Get MetroNet and love your internet. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, Boilermaker fans! Basketball season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Purdue basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Purdue Boilermakers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Boilermaker fans, did you know that Canon 4 helps leading-edge companies get out of the office printer and copying business? We're a legendary company with legendary people and a legendary platform that will help your business improve document workflow and increase business efficiencies. To learn more, visit canon4.com. That's CANNON, the number 4.com.
U.S. Foods and the Purdue Boilermakers. What a recipe for success. Like Purdue, we both stand for quality and value. From our state-of-the-art Indianapolis-based distribution center, we at U.S. Foods are committed to meeting our customers' needs by providing all your quality food service and equipment products throughout all of Indiana and Northern Kentucky. It's what we do to bring guests into your business every day that makes the difference. Enjoy the game and remember, U.S. Foods, the official food service supplier of Purdue Athletics.
Indiana starting the second half on a 12-2 run. Purdue's up 39-37, but the Assembly Hall is rocking. Join Boilermaker Alliance today, Purdue's official name, image, and likeness collective, supporting Purdue athletes. Visit BoilermakerAlliance.com to learn more. Miles Colvin subbing in for Purdue, trying to give the Boilermakers a lift here. He certainly gave them a lift in the first half with his 8 first-half points. Played off the bench, gave Purdue a punch.
This Indiana team just coming out, blitzing Purdue out of the halftime locker room. And you know Coach Painter and that Purdue staff were preaching, hey, first 4 minutes of the second half, this is huge. We got a chance to put them out of their misery, basically, and make them quit. If we can hit them with a 6, 7, 8-0 run and really put this game out of reach. Instead, Indiana's the team that punches first, and, well, Rob, we flat out got a ball game now.
Kind of similar to what we saw Tuesday in East Lansing. Michigan State was strong out of the gate to start the second half. Lobbing into Renault, he got open and he dunked. Trey Kaufman-Renn was fronting in the post. The lob was thrown beautifully to Renew, and just like that, we're tied at 39. A nice pass from Trey Galloway of Indiana.
Give the Hoosiers credit. A great play out of the timeout. Purdue, no weak side defense.
Trey Kaufman-Renn will drive, and he's fouled as he got to the rim on the right side of the block. Goody was there, so was Renew, who will get called for the foul. Looks like it'll be Renew, his second. That will send to the foul line Purdue's Trey Kaufman-Renn, who in Big Ten play this year has been shooting 72% at the foul line.
Kaufman-Renn on the other end, caught with 2 feet in front of Malik Renew, and with no backside help. That was a tough proposition for Purdue as Renew got the easy bucket. And now Kaufman-Renn misses the first free throw off the back rim.
Trey, over the last 9 games, just take that snapshot, 81% from the foul line. But he did miss the first. 8 points in a game for Trey, who averages 19.6 a game, and he did make the second. quiets the crowd for a moment. Purdue's up 40-39, Indiana the ball. Over the timeline, right to left, Trey Galloway dribbling with the left hand. It's Braden Smith guarding him. Galloway left elbow, stop, picked up by Heide. Now to Goody, right back to Galloway. Wants to attack Heide. Gives it up left side to Rice, dribbling left elbow, and foul on Miles Colvin for putting his hands on the ball handler. First foul on Miles Colvin. Indiana will inbound on the sideline, right in front of their bench, to our left. Indiana shooting at the basket to our left here in the second half, as Purdue works left to right. Galloway chest pass right side to Rice, gives it right back to Galloway. Galloway dribbling into the right corner, stops. Feeds Janu, right elbow extended. Wants to work one-on-one and gets it stolen from Braden Smith. Now it's loose on the floor, and Smith threw it to the wrong guy. It's going to be a layup for Goody and a foul on Camden Heide. For the moment, Braden Smith had the steal. Somehow Indiana took it away from him, and this is going to turn out to be an and-one opportunity for the Hoosiers. First foul on Heide.
Coach Painter just beside himself. He felt like Braden, as he got the loose ball, was shoved from behind, which took him to the ground in the first place. That's what Coach Painter wanted to call. Instead, it's not. And then Braden Smith probably, when he didn't get the call, should have been smart and just held on to the basketball, take a jump ball. It would have been Purdue's possession with the jump ball as Goody makes the free throw. Instead, no jump ball. Or instead, Braden Smith throws it, and he throws it towards IU's basket, and it goes right to Anthony Leo.
And now a steal and a layup for the Hoosiers. Braden Smith had his pocket picked by Miles Rice, and it is all Indiana in the first 5.5 minutes of the second half. 44-40, the Hoosiers have the lead. Back-to-back turnovers by Braden Smith lead to buckets for the Hoosiers. Purdue needs to find something here. Trey Kaufman-Renn, his layup no good. Right wing, right block, rebounded Malik Renew. Indiana all the momentum and a 4-point lead at the 14-minute mark. Goody, top side to Galloway, back to Goody, lobs into Renew on the right baseline. Here comes the double team, but Renew dribbles past it and scores. Timeout, Purdue. 12 in the game for Malik Renew. Matt Painter takes a timeout. Purdue had a lead at halftime of 12 points. And right now, Purdue trails by 6, and we're at the 13:54 mark of the ball game.
The live ball turnovers just killing this Purdue team. Just giving Indiana easy baskets. And one opportunities, getting the crowd into it. Purdue just shooting themselves in the foot in an extreme way here this half. Kind of unraveling, to be honest. And you have not got some friendly whistles, right? There's been a couple calls that could have gone your way. They didn't. But you have to expect that when you're here on the road. Purdue has not been mentally tough here in this second half whatsoever.
Purdue has scored 21-3 to start the second half. And just like that, the Hoosiers have a 6-point lead, and more importantly for them, the home crowd is right back into the game. They were silent at the end of the first half because of the job Purdue was doing and pushing the lead out to 12. Now, the tide has turned in favor of the home team.
And Purdue, just lack of awareness on that last basket. Miles Colvin stuck guarding Malik Renew. You have to flood from a weak side standpoint to come over and get the ball out of Malik Renew's hands. Instead, just an easy basket once again in the paint.
Braden Smith on the bench for the moment. C.J. Cox replacing him. Purdue at the top of the key, a catch for Camden Heide. Shot clock's at 10 as he dribbles to the left wing. Lobs into Kaufman-Renn on the left block. Here comes the double team for Kaufman-Renn. Skip it right side to C.J. Cox. Cox on Rice. Has to force up a contested jumper. Missed it. Weak side rebound. Leal with a shot clock expiring. Purdue did not get a good look there.
We thought CJ might have a chance to get his defender up in the air late clock and get some contact. Unfortunately, unable to do so, and then it leads to a terrible shot attempt.
Galloway lobs for Renew. Layup good. Left side, and a foul on Purdue's Miles Colvin. An and-one opportunity as the lead increases to 8 for Indiana. I beg your pardon. The foul is actually on Trey Kaufman-Renn, his second.
I didn't see a ton of contact there from Trey. I thought for the most part he was pretty straight up there, but maybe he had the hands come down. We didn't have a great angle to see if potentially his hands would have came down.
14 for Malik Renew. Braden Smith coming back in, replacing C.J. Cox. It's now 48-40 as Purdue has mustered only 3 second-half points, and we're at the 13:08 mark. Left-handed Renew, a 73% foul shooter, completes the and one. And now the lead balloons to 9 for Indiana, 49-40.
This Indiana team ramping up the defensive intensity, exactly what this Purdue team did not want to see happen.
Braden Smith on the high ball screen. Trey Kaufman-Renn stops on the right block. Throws it into Trey Kaufman-Renn. He was fouled. He made the shot, but they're going to say it was before the shot. Boy, finally, Purdue gets a bucket to go, but they're going to wipe it off because the foul on Renew is his third, but it was called before Trey Kaufman-Renn made the bank shot from the right block. So Purdue has to inbound baseline right. Renew exits the game with the 3 fouls, replaced by Umar Ballo. Purdue inbounds, throwing it way out near the timeline. A catch for Trey Kaufman-Renn. Purdue down 49-40, 12:48 to go in this game. All Indiana in the second half. Trey Kaufman-Renn stolen. He dribbled into a double team and Goody stole it, and then the ball was kicked by Purdue's Braden Smith. That at least saved the layup because Indiana had numbers going the other way, right to left with a 3-on-2.
Another live ball turnover. Thankfully, as you said, Purdue able to stop the layup, but Purdue just looks extremely disjointed now offensively in this game.
Again, only 3 second-half points for the Boilermakers. As a team, we're down to 12:30 remaining in the game. 49-40 Indiana, a lead of 9 after trailing by 12 at the half. Rice fakes a 3, right wing, dribbles in to shoot from 18, hits again. And now play is stopped as not everyone, there were 3 different players that fell underneath the bucket. No foul is called, just simply play is stopped. Miles Rice, 9 points, 51-40 Indiana. Purdue cannot stop the bleeding here. Here's a 2-2-1 press shown by Indiana. Jakari Harris a catch on the left baseline. Dribbles out to the left arc. Picks up that dribble. Needs someone to come rescue the ball. Finds Heidi at the top of the key, and it was stolen. Now a run out for Goody. At the other end, layup is good. Count it for Goody. Goaltending will be called. The layup was going to go in the basket anyway. Timeout on the floor. Indiana has pushed the lead to 53-40. And we still have 11:56 to go in the game on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
At Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First, we do more than lend. We lift up our rural communities that we serve, too. From our day-to-day business of providing reliable credit to farmers and rural residents, to our community investment efforts and scholarships for college students, we help Indiana's rural communities find their next level. Visit FCMA.com to learn more about how we work with partners like Purdue University. Boiler up. Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First are equal opportunity lenders.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
With the Boilermakers, every pass, shot, layup, and score is more than just part of the game. It's a testament to the teamwork, elbow grease, and can-do attitude it takes to win. In the same way, Case IH knows every successful farm is more than just a farm. It's the product of top-notch tillage, planting, harvesting, hay, and forage equipment at the hands of hardworking growers. Get a slam dunk by visiting your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/Boilermakers to learn more. Boiler up.
It's Truck Month with the Ford crew.
Sam, do you know what these trucks have in common?
They're all Ford trucks.
And
they're built Ford tough.
Also true, but specifically they're Ford F-Series trucks, the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years.
48 years? We should celebrate a month-long event.
Sam.
A truckload of value.
Sam.
Across the entire lineup of Ford trucks.
Sam.
That's called Truck Month already, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I knew it.
Based on 1977 to 2024 CY Industry reported total sales.
This is Josh First, and this is Purdue Basketball.
11 Purdue turnovers have led to 17 Indiana points. Indiana has outscored Purdue to start the second half 28-3. Wow, 28-3 out of the halftime horn. It's all Indiana. 53-40, Hoosiers leading Boilermakers as we pause. 10 seconds for station identification. This is Boilermaker basketball from Learfield. Purdue has won 3 straight against Indiana. If they're going to make it 4 straight, it's going to require a big-time turn of momentum. 11:56 remains in the game. Still plenty of time, but Purdue has to find some offense here and stop turning that ball over.
I'm just stunned right now, to be honest, Rob. 28-3 run. The way Purdue closed the last 8 minutes of the first half, Purdue was in complete control of this game.
Three-quarter court pressure broken by Jakari Harris over the timeline, guarded closely by Leal. And now, high catch near the timeline for Braden Smith. They say high, it was up above his head, but he jumped up to catch it as Indiana has really turned up the defensive pressure here in the second half. We're down to 5 on the shot clock. Braden Smith inside to Trey Kaufman-Renn, a foul on the interior pass as it was being thrown inside by Anthony Leal. His second. That came with just 2 on the shot clock. Even if Trey catches that cleanly, he would have had to hurry a shot up to the rim. But again, Indiana defensively has really ratcheted it up defensively here in the second half.
Absolutely. That's been the area where in years past when IU's had success against Purdue, it's been the defensive perimeter pressure, and they're completely bothering Purdue right now.
Trey Kaufman-Renn on the right block is double-teamed. Purdue will swing it to Colvin. A 3 on the way. Left side, no good. Rebounded by Trey Galloway of Indiana. Heidi was in there fighting for it. Couldn't get it. Missed 3 for Colvin, who made a couple of threes in the first half. Indiana the ball leading 53-40 over Purdue with 11:05 to go in the game. Skip pass to Goody. Fakes the 3 on the right arc. Gives to Rice. He's on the right wing. Now they'll swing it far left corner for Galloway. Galloway driving baseline. Kick it up high for a Rice 3. On the way, it is short, no good. Rebounded Miles Colvin of the Boilermakers. Purdue finally gets a stop defensively. Now can Purdue find offense? 37 first half points for Purdue, 3 second half points. We played nearly 10 minutes of the second half. Colvin, perimeter left, driving in on the left wing. Threw it up high. The ball is batted away and a foul. Or a kick ball. Foul or a kick?
Tripping foul, I believe.
Gotcha. Tripping foul on Miles Rice. Official Terry Oglesby had me confused. He was holding the foul signal, but kicking his right leg in the air.
Oh, man. Purdue extremely fortunate with that call there. Based on that replay, it looked like Miles Rice got in the passing lane, got a piece of it. Jakari Harris kind of lost his balance. I did not see a foul there on Rice.
Purdue will sub in Caleb First for Trey Kaufman-Renn at the 10:28 mark. I'm just befuddled that Purdue has only 3 second half points. At the 10:25 mark, Braden Smith pushed off as he was trying to get position on the right baseline. No argument there from Matt Painter. Happened right in front of him. Offensive foul for Purdue. It's 12th turnover. 5 turnovers on Braden. That gives the ball right back to Indiana. Hoosiers lead by 13.
Well, Braden Smith is a fabulous player, but this is one of the rare times we've seen him struggle to this degree that he has here in the second half.
And again, Indiana defensively, they just cranked it up huge. Here's a Goody 3, a right wing, no, long rebound, tipped out, grabbed by Purdue's C.J. Cox at the foul line. Cox wants to drive all the way to the rim, misses the shot. Heidi on the weak side, tipped it in. Heidi went up high to tip the ball in, coming in from the weak side. 5 points for Camden Heidi. Purdue down 11, 53-42. 9:48 remains in the game.
Well, there we go, a second chance point there for Purdue. Maybe this can get their spirits lifted up.
Boy, something here. Galloway drives in, left block, stops. pivots out of some trouble. Throws it high for Goody. Right side to Rice. 3 steps outside the arc with a shot clock at 6. Rice lobs in for Ballo, who got open and spins for an easy layup uncontested from the right block.
Taylor first tries to come over and steal that pass, and probably a foolish gamble as he tries to get to the passing lane, doesn't get it, and that leads to the 2. Needed to try to just wall up there.
55-42. Lawyer pulls from 15 and hits. He was at the right elbow. Fletcher Lawyer has 11 points. He averages 13 a game against Indiana in his career. Purdue's down 55-44. We're under 9 minutes to go. Galloway dribbling, high left arc. Now dribbles all the way to the right arc. Purdue switches off Lawyer on him. Dribbles to the free throw line, floats it for Ballo, and a foul is called as the float pass was coming Ballo's direction. A push in the back came from a Boilermaker. They say it was Caleb first. His second foul for Caleb. And it'll be Indiana ball out of bounds, baseline left. Hoosiers an 11-point lead.
Purdue now going to go really small with Miles Colvin subbing in for Cam Heide.
And Indiana takes a 30-second timeout, leaving them just 2 timeouts to go at their disposal. Purdue has only 1. This is a 30-second timeout. Purdue Athletics would like to thank and recognize members of the Black and Gold Club who support Purdue Athletics through their sponsorship at the highest level. Black and Gold Club members include Indiana Packers, Molson Coors, Purdue Federal Credit Union, Purdue Global, Riley Children's Health, Toyota, State Farm Insurance, and Wabash, each great partners of Purdue Athletics.
IU 10 of their last 12 from the field.
Purdue 2 of its last 10.
Just extremely disappointing the way this second half has gone. I felt like Purdue had this Indiana team on the ropes. Their body language wasn't great to end the first half. I thought Purdue's attention to detail defensively was tremendous to close that first half. They didn't allow guys like Anthony Leal and Trey Galloway to get to their strong right hand downhill. We're executing their post. They're playing post defense differently on Ballo versus Renew, and I felt like late in that half, Purdue was executing both of those strategies to perfection. Just had this Indiana team out of sorts, but offensively, the lack of execution and the lack of taking care of the ball offensively has flipped this game to start the second half.
Galloway drives in from the left baseline, weak side, left it for Leal, and he was fouled diving in from the right side. Foul on Purdue's Braden Smith, his 3rd. And that'll send to the foul line Anthony Leal, who's not a great foul shooter. 62% free throw shooting this season is Leal. 5th-year senior from right here in Bloomington. Was Indiana's Mr. Basketball in 2020. And, of course, he makes the foul shot. 7 points for Leal. Pushes the lead to 56-44 for Indiana. That last foul there, by the way, Purdue's 6th as a team. So Indiana will shoot free throws the rest of the way.
Leo, one of those guys as an Indiana Mr. Basketball, hasn't quite lived up to that sort of hype as a player here at Indiana as he misses the second free throw, but in his 5th year now has developed into one of those solid glue guy role player types.
12-point lead Indiana. Purdue the ball left to right. Purdue needs to find some offense quickly. They didn't have much in the first 10 minutes of the half. Maybe they can find it here in the final 8.5. Colvin on the deep right wing with a catch. Goody on him. Feeds Lawyer, who swings it further left wing to Braden Smith. Shot clock's down to 5. Braden Smith on Ballo. Got a switch. Fall away jumper right baseline. No. Weak side rebound. Leal, and a foul on Purdue after Leal had grabbed the rebound. And we have a one-on-one going the other direction. The foul on Caleb first will be his 3rd. To the foul line, Anthony Leal, who just a moment ago split 2 free throws. Purdue will sub back in Trey Kaufman-Wren.
Nothing easy coming for Purdue offensively on that possession. A lot of swinging the ball around the perimeter, not putting a lot of pressure on that Indiana defense. Then a late ball screen. Braden Smith going on Ballo hard to his right. Has to take a tough contested fadeaway on the baseline.
Leal makes the front end of the 1-and-1. 8 points for Anthony Leal in this game. Where's number 3 on the cream-colored jersey? Missed the second foul shot. So again, he splits the free throws. 57-44, now a foul on the dribble handoff against Indiana's Miles Rice, his third. Braden Smith brought the ball into the front court, was trying a simple dribble handoff to C.J. Cox. Rice reached in and fouled. 8:03 remains in the game. Lawyer, the trigger man, throws it into the front court into Braden Smith. Purdue trailing by 13 with 8 minutes to go here in the ballgame. Purdue had 37 points at the halftime horn. Right now they have 44. Kaufman-Renn against Ballo. Skip pass to Colvin. 3 on the way, right wing. That one is long. Weak side rebound, though, C.J. Cox. Purdue with a reload. Lawyer drives, fouled by Leal as he attempted a 12-foot floater from the left side of the paint. Third foul on Leal. 2 free throws coming for Lawyer. When we come back to the Simon Scott Assembly Hall, Indiana 57, Purdue 44. Just 7:41 remains on a Central Indiana Honda dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
This is your moment, your time to shine, your comeback. You're ready for the next step in your career, and you want an education employers respect. So you're not just going back to school, you're coming back with Purdue Global. Backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected public universities, Purdue Global is built for people who bring their life experience into the online classroom. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Talking on the phone is difficult if you've been exposed to loud noises over time. Combat veterans, factory workers, farmers, gun and motorcycle enthusiasts can have trouble hearing on the telephone. Relay Indiana helps return clarity to your phone conversations. Relay Indiana also provides free loaned equipment to those who qualify. Get the CapTel Caption telephone from Relay Indiana. Visit RelayIndiana.com now.
This is Camden Heidi from Purdue Men's Basketball. For my friends at the Halderman Companies, proud supporters of Purdue University. The Halderman team understands the importance of teamwork, execution, and tremendous effort required for us to succeed on the court and provide the same to their clients. Their team includes farm managers, appraisers, and real estate brokers with experience, knowledge, and professionalism to help you accomplish your farm goals. If it has anything to do with the business of farming, Halderman can help. Visit halderman.com today to learn more.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid.
I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
Indiana 57, Purdue 44, 7:41 remains in the game. Fletcher Lawyer has made 2 3-point shots in this game. That's significant because he's now tied Konzo Martin for 11th place all time in the history of Purdue 3-point shooting. 179 threes for Konzo Martin in his career. Fletch now with 179. Purdue could use a few more of those threes here in this second half, trailing by 13, and it will be Lawyer who steps to the line here with a 2-shot opportunity. Purdue's down 57-44, being outscored here in the second half 32-7 by Indiana.
Stunning turn of events, no other way around it. This Indiana team they got their mojo back to start the half with a couple turnovers, got a big 3 from Miles Rice on a second chance opportunity as Lawyer misses the first free throw short. And they've never looked back. They got the crowd into it, and that fueled their defensive pressure, and Purdue has just unraveled underneath it.
Lawyer made his second made free throw of the game. 57-45 Indiana. Good, he had to take a timeout. He couldn't get the ball in. Purdue jumped into full court man-to-man pressure. Indiana wasn't ready, and they had to burn a timeout, did the Hoosiers. So now both teams have 1 timeout remaining with 7:41 to go in the game. If you're just joining us, it wasn't quite this bad for our Boilermakers to start the game. Purdue led at halftime 37-25 after going on a 19-4 run over the final 8 minutes of the half. It felt like everything was coming up roses for the Boilermakers But then the second half started, and here came the Indiana Hoosiers. And now they've turned a 12-point deficit into a 12-point lead.
Well, as everyone knows, when it comes to basketball, it's a game of runs usually. Some bigger than others for both teams. But I can't remember a game in a long time where things flipped as dramatically as they flipped here, as far as one team in complete control to all of a sudden looking like they just had zero answers.
A 14-0 run by Indiana here in the second half. A kill shot for the Hoosiers. A real big difference maker right now. Indiana this time does break the press. They have the ball with 7:30 to go. Galloway on the screen from Ballo on the perimeter right. Lobs for Ballo. He somehow got wide open and then was fouled by Trey Kaufman-Renn. His third. Purdue messed up a coverage there on the screen and dive. Left Ballo alone at the rim. Kaufman-Renn had to foul to save a layup. And to the foul line will go Oumar Ballo, a 59% foul shooter, who in this game is 0 for 2.
Well, you're right, Rob. I mean, there's just got to be a breakdown of some sort when a guy like Oumar Ballo, of his stature, to be just going uncontested down the lane there with no help side defense as Ballo misses the first free throw. He's too big of a piece to the puzzle, and for him to be going down the lane completely unguarded, and Galloway just tossed it up to him easily. And fortunately, I feel like he pump faked, because if he just goes up right away, I think he probably scores, but he pump fakes and it gave Kaufman-Renn enough time to get there and then foul him.
Ballo over 1,600 points in his career. That has seen him play at Gonzaga, Arizona, now Indiana. He did make the second foul shot. Lead extended to 13 with 7:18 to go, but the clock ticking and working against the Boilermakers. Lawyer on a right wing, right-handed dribble, had it taken away by Rice. Taken away by Rice, Purdue's 12th turnover. That's been another story today. Indiana's taken care of the ball. They've only committed 5 turnovers. Against Purdue at Mackey, they committed 20 turnovers. Galloway tied up down low, tried to throw it inside. It was stolen by Cox. Ahead to Braden Smith, to Lawyer. Fakes a three on the right wing, throws it inside to Trey Kaufman-Renn. He goes strong to the basket. He'll be called for an offensive foul. Galloway took the charge. Turnover on Purdue. 4th foul on Trey Kaufman-Renn. And Terry Oglesby says he wants to go look at the monitor after this offensive foul. Purdue unraveling at the seams in the second half here in Bloomington.
I think that's the only way you can put it, Rob. It's just been one of the more disappointing performances we've seen from this Purdue team in a long time. Of course, they hadn't been on a 3-game losing streak in 5 years. Now we're in big danger of going on a 4-game losing streak. And it's just been extremely disappointing this second half to see this Purdue team, which was in complete control, come out and look as disjointed as they have here in the second half. And give Indiana credit, of course. Indiana's played a big part in why Purdue has struggled. But that's why playing on the road can be so difficult, because as soon as things start to go down that hill, it can be very tough to swim back upstream. And we've certainly seen that today from this Purdue team. The momentum went Indiana's favor, and wow, Purdue just had no answers to try to get it back in their direction.
The officials are still at the monitor. I guess they are trying to see if maybe Trey Kaufman-Renn on his offensive foul when he knocked over Luke Goody, if possibly there could have been maybe a little extra there. They are taking a long look, they being official Jeffrey Anderson and Terry Oglesby. Last time Purdue lost 4 in a row was also 5 years ago. That swoon at the end of the month of February Purdue had at the 5 years ago, 2020, when Purdue lost 4 in a row, which is where Purdue is headed right now if they don't quickly turn this thing around, trailing by 13 with 6:43 remaining. Boy, this is a long review here.
These are the type of reviews I think that most college basketball fans have huge problems with, right? like for it to take this long to determine if we have something here on a play that, at least from what we looked like, didn't seem like anything more than maybe just a common offensive foul, like just completely stunting the flow of this second half here. Which the IU crowd, since they have a nice substantial lead, is enjoying the music.
Maybe it will cool off Indiana this long break.
Flagrant one, it looks like, is what the call is going to be here.
Flagrant one on Trey Kaufman-Renn. Matt Painter just takes his two hands at Terry Oglesby, the official, and flips him towards him as if to say, no way. At the line, Trey Galloway. 60% foul shooter makes it. It was Galloway who was knocked over on that offensive foul, not Goody, my mistake. 9 points now for Galloway, who's a 60% foul shooter. And now it's 59-45. Indiana make it 60-45. After Galloway knocks in the two foul shots. Matt Painter still giving it to Terry Oglesby. Indiana inbounds baseline right, and now they lead by 15.
Coach Payne definitely giving Oglesby a piece of his mind. I don't think he liked the fact that no official came over to him to talk to him initially before the flagrant one was even called.
Goody throws it into Galloway in the backcourt. Purdue wants to trap. Indiana breaks it with 3 left remaining in the 10-second backcourt counting clock. And now Galloway over the timeline here, right to left. Hoosiers up 15, and we're down to 6:28 to go in the game. Purdue just 45 points for the ball game. Rice drives in from the right corner. Got to the block. Head fake shot and a block but a foul. Caleb First, foul number 4.
CJ, they called it on CJ.
CJ, thank you. His first, and that's now 10 team fouls on Purdue.
Trey Galloway there, unable to use that ball screen. Purdue was downing it, so he couldn't come off. So he gives it up to Renew and then immediately takes the smaller Braden Smith down on the block as Rice misses the first free throw off the left side of the rim. And that's a heads-up play by Galloway. He's got the size and physicality advantage on Braden Smith. Takes him straight down to the center of the lane, and Renew with a good pass away from the defense. Then Galloway kicked it out to Rice, and that caused the disadvantage in the closeout as Rice makes the second free throw. Now 61-45 IU.
Rice, 87% foul shooter, missed the first, made the second. And Bob just told you it's a 16-point Indiana lead. Lawyer from 18 feet, left wing step in. That quiets the crowd for a moment. 14 in the game for Lawyer. He averages 13 a game. Purdue down 61-47, 5:50 remaining. Goody dribbles left block, now dribbles out of trouble out to the left wing, gives to Miles Rice. Rice has been busy today. He's rarely come out of the game. 28 minutes he's played of the ball game so far of a potential 34. Galloway a lob at the rim, no, and a weak side foul. Renew went over the back, trying to tip it into the basket. 4 fouls on Malik Renew, and that should be a 1-and-1 for Purdue at the other end because that is team foul number 8. So at least Purdue has an opportunity to cut into the lead with the clock stopped at 5:32 to play. Now who's the foul shooter? No one seems to know. Fletcher Lawyer says it should be me. Indiana says it should be Trey Kaufman-Renn. Fletcher's stepping to the foul line. Indiana's complaining, the players I'm saying, to official Jeffrey Anderson. He says, nope, it'll be Lawyer who shoots him.
Well, it was Lawyer, the one who got fouled, but I honestly didn't even think it should have been a foul that was called. I thought Malik Renew just used his size to be able to go after that rebound. Certainly Purdue will take it as Fletcher swishes the first free throw, but just a questionable call, I think. And obviously at this point, Purdue's going to take anything we can get, but
15 in the game for Fletcher Lawyer from Fort Wayne. Makes the second foul shot. He's scored over 1,100 points in his Purdue career. He's only a junior. Purdue's down 61-49. Rice in the backcourt to Galloway. Bringing the ball up the far sideline against the Purdue press. Breaks it by throwing it to Leal up that far sideline. 5:20 to go in the game. 12-point lead Indiana. 61-49. 5:15 now, clock ticking. Ballo catches top of the key with a shot clock at 7. Hands to Rice, dribbling in from the right wing. Kick it out for a Galloway 3, right wing. In and out, no good. That would have brought the house down. Trey Kaufman-Wren rebounds. Lawyer wants to drive, stops at the rim, shoots, and was fouled by Ballo to stop the clock with 4:57. Purdue can cut it to 10 at the 4:57 mark if Lawyer can make a couple of foul shots. For Ballo, that's his second foul.
And that's a good heads-up play by Fletch right there. In transition, off the miss by Galloway. He's got Omar Ballo on him in the open floor. He attacks, but then doesn't attack the shot blocker initially as he makes the first free throw. He jump stops, uses a lift fake, and that's what gets Ballo off balance, and then Ballo hits his arm as Fletch goes up to try to finish.
Fletcher in the game is 5 of 6 at the foul line, now 6 of 7. Purdue takes a timeout to bring Caleb First in for Trey Kaufman-Wren. All hope is not lost, Purdue fans. Purdue's within 10, 61-51, still 4:57 to play. Can Purdue just put some game pressure here on Indiana down the stretch? Full court press broken by the Hoosiers. Now they'll go into their half-court offense. Miles Rice dribbling on the IU logo at midcourt. Chest pass, deep left wing caught by Galloway. They'll lob for Ballo, a foul on the pass. Foul on the pass as it was being lobbed inside over the top of the defense on Caleb First. That'll be his 4th foul.
Man,
1 and 1, or I beg your pardon, this is 2 shot foul opportunity for Umar Ballo.
It's another call that seems relatively questionable. You got 2 guys kind of just battling for position, and they call a grab there on First, but because of Ballo being a poor free throw shooter, maybe this does work in Purdue's favor.
That's not 5 fouls on Caleb. I'm not sure why the public address announcer announced that was 5 fouls on Caleb. It is only 4. And now they've made the correction. And 2 foul shots coming here from Ballo. 7 feet, 265 pounds. The lefty missed the first. That's how the door could get opened here for Purdue. Missed free throws by Indiana at one end, and then Purdue will need to score at the other.
The interesting, that foul on Ballo there was accidental, but that could be an interesting move by Purdue to go to, would be the hack of Ballo.
Hack of Ballo. Foul shot, Ballo got the second one, so he split them. He's 2 of 6 at the foul line in the game. The lead at 11, 62-51 Indiana, but now just 4:30 remains. Braden Smith he caused the foul. He was dribbling off pressure at the top of the key from Miles Rice, and they're going to hit Kaufman-Wren with an illegal screen. That'll be his 5th. I thought the foul was going to be on Braden Smith, who was using the screen. Instead, it's Trey Kaufman-Wren. He's fouled out of the game for just the 2nd time this season. Now Purdue's in some trouble because their leading scorer on the season is on the bench, disqualified with 5 fouls. 62-51 Indiana, 4:30 remains. We have a stoppage of play to clean up some blood off of the left knee of Miles Colvin. Goody will inbound here, right in front of the Purdue bench area. Ball in the backcourt. Goody lobs it further into the backcourt to Rice. Rice trapped back there to Galloway. Now quickly to Goody. Now to Rice. Breaks the 10-second barrier with about 2 seconds to spare. We're down to 4:18 to go. Purdue trailing 62-51. Rice dribbling down the right side of the paint. Right-handed layup. No good. Weak side rebound. Ballo puts it back into the bucket. Ballo just too big and strong down there. C.J. Cox couldn't hold him off. And now the lead right back at 13 for Indiana, 64-51. Braden Smith, left arc, Keir dribbling. Topside feed to Lawyer, back to Braden Smith. Ballo's guarding him. Can Braden try to take him off the bounce? Throws to Lawyer, dribbles right baseline to Lawyer. He goes strong, tied up with Leal. This will be a held ball. Possession arrow will favor Purdue. 3:40 on the game clock, and we have a timeout. Indiana 64, Purdue 51 on a Central Indiana Honda dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
When you want the best quality, safety, reliability, and savings, it's gotta be Honda. Save thousands with low 0% APR financing. When you gotta have selection, Honda cars, trucks, vans, SUVs, hybrids, and EVs are in stock and on sale. Like the 2024 Honda Prologue EV with 0% APR financing. To see why it's gotta be Honda, search your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Financing on credit approval. Offer is 3/3/25.
You know you've got a comeback in you. When you take the next step, you're going to make it count. For your career, for your family, for your life. You can earn a degree you're proud of with Purdue Global. Purdue Global is backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected and innovative public universities. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. This is your comeback. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
We Boilermakers show our pride in a number of ways. From a Purdue flag flying high on game day to a black and gold tie worn to the office. That loyalty is built on precious memories, time-honored traditions, and lifelong friendships. It's everlasting, and it stays with you wherever you go. So whether you're at Mackey Arena, your hometown grocery store, or across the country, the pride is always there. And now with the Purdue Federal Visa Signature Card, you have one more way to show your pride. Purdue Federal, the official credit card for Purdue fans everywhere. Federally insured by NCUA.
Keystone Cooperative is centered on delivering the farmer-owned cooperative of the future, starting today. Centered on the valued relationships that have built and grown the cooperative for 100 years, Keystone specializes in refined fuels, seriously local propane, agronomy, grain, animal nutrition, and swine production. We strive to lead, serve, grow, and embrace our cooperative advantage. Keystone Cooperative, centered on you and proud to fuel the Boilermakers.
Purdue led by 12 at the half. Indiana has flipped the script in the second half. Indiana leads by 13. It's 64-51 with 3:40 remaining in the game. Purdue, if they're going to make a run, it's going to have to happen here. To make it happen, not only will Purdue need to make shots, they'll need to take care of the ball. 15, count them, 15 turnovers for the Boilermakers here in the game. Only 6 for Indiana. Remember the game on January the 31st in Mackey Arena when Indiana had 20 turnovers. It led to 26 Purdue points. Indiana's taken care of the ball today. Purdue has not.
You're right. The turnovers, it's been the difference maker. It's what spearheaded this entire second half comeback by the Hoosiers. Purdue just throwing the ball to the other team, making poor decisions. And then Indiana, just like Michigan State, getting out in transition, getting easy baskets. And that builds confidence and that builds momentum. And then Purdue on the road has not had the steady play to be able to stop that momentum once it got out of control.
Purdue inbounds baseline right with only 6 on a shot clock, so Purdue needs to hurry. 4, now 3, now 2. Braden Smith will drive, kick in the corner. Colvin 3 is off in time and good. It was off the fingertips just in time for Miles Colvin. His third made 3. Purdue's within 10, 64-54 with 3:20 to go. Rice in the backcourt to Galloway. Breaks the pressure by throwing it at midcourt stripe, caught by Leal of Indiana. Now the Hoosiers can burn time. Purdue will try to trap the ball when they can. 3:10, clock ticking. Purdue trailing 64-54. Galloway lobs for Ballo, he dunks. The lob of the rim, a dunk for Ballo. The lead's back at 12 for the Hoosiers.
Once it's once again similar to what happened at Michigan State. It's over the top of the ball screen. The ball handler gets deep, and then it's a quick flip up to the rim that Purdue's unable to defend.
Smith will drive and fouled by Leal. Braden Smith aggressive to the rim. Coming down the right side of that paint. Leal a little too much body. Fourth foul on Anthony Leal. Stops the clock for Purdue. That's the good news. Problem, Purdue's down 12 with just 2:45 to play. At the foul line will be Purdue's Braden Smith, who has not scored in the second half. 7 points in the game for Braden Smith, but none in the second half. He has 5 assists, and now he does make a free throw. 8 points for the game. 66-55 Indiana, 2:45 remains. Second foul shot, no good. Ballo rebounds off the left side of the rim. Purdue down 11. 2:40 to go with the clock ticking. Hoosiers quickly head in the front court to Goody. Don't want to foul that guy. Goody, one of the best foul shooters in the league. He's only missed 3 foul shots the entire season. He's 37 of 40 on the year, including 1 of 1 today. Down to 2:20 remaining. Galloway straight away will pull from 3 and make it. Of course he will. 69-55 Indiana. 13 in the game for Trey Galloway, who averages 7 a game. Turnover Purdue. Stolen by Rice. A run out the other direction. Galloway wants to dribble it out with 2 minutes to go. Purdue will foul Galloway. Miles Colvin will foul Galloway with 1:57 remaining. Trey Galloway, who this year is 26% from 3 in the Big Ten games, makes a 3 from straight away. The 5th-year senior from Culver.
That was probably the knockout punch there, Rob. Just a huge shot from Galloway there. But, you know, those shots are a lot easier to make when you're up 11 on your home floor and everything's rolling as Galloway hits the free throw there. Those are the shots they want to make Trey have to take and make when the game's close and contested and the pressure's on. You know, he can step into that in rhythm and shoot it much more comfortably when you're up 11.
Galloway made both foul shots. Trey Galloway and Indiana, they needed a huge quad 1 win as a 3 is missed by Colvin off the left wing. Ballo the rebound. Indiana to run here. Galloway quickly to the front court. Indiana right now, most bracketologists would tell you they're the first team out. They needed a quad 1 win, and they're going to get it today as Purdue's C.J. Cox fouls Anthony Leal with just 1:40 to go in the game. 71-55, Indiana leading.
Well, Purdue's going to have some soul searching after this one. You know, the 3-game losing streak, there was certainly some soul searching you would think after that losing streak, but you know, you could probably you could tell yourself it was against, you know, teams that were really good at the top of the league as Miles Rice makes the first free throw. But now you go on the road against your arch rival. You build a big first half lead as Rice swishes the second, but then you implode in the second half, and the losing streak's going to balloon to 4. There's going to be a lot of soul searching after this one.
That lead is now at 18. Colvin a 3 straight away, no good. Rebounded Leal of Indiana. A throw ahead to Goody. Could have had a layup, instead dribbles out to kill clock. And now Matt Painter's going to tell his team not to foul. Trailing 18 with 1:15 to go in the game. Indiana fans on their feet, celebrating a win over 13th ranked Purdue. The Boilermakers to drop their 4th in a row. Here's a steal, Braden Smith. Purdue quickly going the other end. C.J. Cox wants to drive, got to the rim, reverse layup. No, he was fouled by Rice. 4 fouls on Rice, but now it's all window dressing as we're down to 59 seconds to go. And C.J. Cox will go to the foul line for Purdue. He's a 79% foul shooter.
You playing smart basketball here down the stretch, right? Not trying any crazy layups or threes as CJ misses the first free throw. You know, these veteran guys, Galloway, Goody, pulling the ball out, running more clock. That's the smart thing you want to see from veteran players.
Just 18 second half points for the Boilermakers. Cox did make the second foul shot. 3 points for CJ. 59 seconds to play. 73-56 Indiana. Goody dribbling the ball out of the front court, trying to kill as much time as possible. Again, Purdue will not foul here. Matt Painter tells the troops just to back off. Miles Rice will hold the ball near the timeline. C.J. Cox backing off. 9 on the shot clock now, 8. Galloway, shot clock at 5. Deep 3, he will pull the trigger, he'll miss. Lawyer rebounds, we're down to 30 seconds to go. Jakari Harris faked a 3 instead to Lawyer, top of the key. Lawyer will dribble in, stop, shoot a fall away, jumper good from 10 feet. 2 more for Fletcher Lawyer, but now the game can end because the shot clock has gone dark and the game clock's at 10 seconds. Indiana's going to beat Purdue 73-58 here at the Simon Scott Assembly Hall. Purdue had won 3 in a row against the Hoosiers. That 3-game win streak comes to an end today. And it also means Purdue has lost 4 in a row for the first time in 5 seasons. Indiana 73, Purdue 58. Hoosiers improved to 16-11. Pick up a much-needed quad 1 win. They're 7-9 in the Big Ten as Purdue falls to 19-9. Purdue now 11-6, and any hopes of having at least a piece of the Big Ten regular season title all but gone for Purdue. Indiana 73, Purdue 58. That is the final. Post-game show begins when we come back to Bloomington.